2, 1.
All right. We are live. What is going on here? What am I listening to? Oh, I have to turn this off. Okay, it's a live stream. So we're starting off with some problems. Good morning, Vietnam. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Having a little technical difficulties, folks. Give me 1 second. Oh, no. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I have to reset my StreamYard. These things happen. Too much gravy, guys. Too much gravy today. They wouldn't let us have a solid thing here. Be right back. 1 second. Sorry, I don't know what happened. My computer did shit. All right. Here we go. All right.
No, we're not on the show.
There we go.
It says we're in the show.
Okay, we're on the show now. Yeah.
There we go.
We're in the show. You're not.
Yeah, I know. I'm not sure what happened there.
We got there?
I think we're good now.
No, the host of your show.
Yeah, finally, mate. You know, no good deed goes unpunished, mate. When you try and do something good and get together, good people get together, shit always happens right before. It's happened every fucking time. Every time I've done a stream or an interview or whatever, 5 minutes before some shit goes.
Yeah. No, always. I don't know. I know. I just take it as like the default of what's going to happen at this point, because it's just like otherwise I'll just throw shit and break things all day long. How many times this happens? It looks like you guys are kind of frozen on my end. Everything was going good. What happened? Oh, are you guys there? Oh,
yeah, we're there, but we're here. But your quality, you're coming through really bitty, really sort of
Oh, okay. Well, I think if that's okay with you guys. I think I'm coming okay on the stream.
We're good now.
We're good. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. It was just too much gravy for YouTube. They were like, "No, we have to shut this down." Welcome, guys. So, you guys are in Spain right now, so it's evening.
It's about 6 o'clock in the evening. Yeah. Right. Steve's been with me for 3 days now.
Yeah.
We've been threatening this little get together for years now.
Okay.
When I first heard Steve on Spacebusters, on Globebusters, I just instantly fell in love with that voice. The way his laugh, it was very infectious. And I remember commenting, going, "Dude, me and you need to have a beer." And I know he's appreciated my work over the years as well. And we've just sort of been going back and forth over the years, you're just resonating with each other, you know. And we finally thought it was time that he came over, and bless him, he did. He booked his flight and he came over Monday. I picked him up from the airport, and it's been fun and games ever since, isn't it, mate?
That's awesome.
1 more day to go.
Yeah.
We recorded a song together, original song.
Oh, I can't
it's not about the flat Earth, but the B side's going to be a little more
spacey, more heliosexual.
But, I made some music. We've been hanging out. It's just been lovely. What a great time. And I won't say anything. We just got an amazing house and an amazing place. We won't say where, and it's just awesome. I wish I had another 5-6 days, but you know.
Yeah, well, I think we'll be doing this again because because Steve's just been a face on the internet for me. He's just been a voice and a face. And then when you meet him in real life, you get to know, and that can go either way, right? Because there's this guy that you really like on the internet, and you think, well, what happens if I actually fucking meet him in real life?
Yeah.
Are we actually going to get along, really? You know, because he might like my stuff, I might like his stuff, but how will we actually get along in a real situation?
For sure. Yeah.
So there's always that kind of worry. And thankfully, thankfully,
I made his wife cry yesterday. Then I passed out and didn't remember, and we had a big hug about it. It was great.
Yeah, he actually did make my
like happy cry, happy cry, right? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, not from but yeah.
You call this meatloaf? No, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I was watching.
We're both two alpha dogs, so.
I was watching a stream that you were on recently, Steve, actually, and you were talking about Anarchapulco, and you were saying, hey, you know, like, I didn't know I would ever say this, but I did find my tribe. And I totally know what you mean, man, because we're all like independent, like people. We're like, we don't want to be a part of. That's everybody kind of goes into this world with that mindset, but then when you go this far down the rabbit hole and you see all the same people, you're like, oh shit, this is my tribe. And just like what you guys are doing right now, like it's instant. You don't have to have like a backstory of like, or like a prerequisite. So how was this? Did you go to, like, you already know just by instinct that you guys are brothers, you know, from, you know, it's just, you can feel it, you know, and, it's very true, man.
It's
like,
funny, man, because
tribe.
he and I are a lot alike, as it turns out. Like, we're both kind of recluse loners.
Oh,
You know, he's in the flat earth community and I'm in the German community. And like, I'm not really in the community. You know what I mean? I try to stay away from all that shit. I steer clear. And it turns out he's the same. And then we're trying to make music together. We're both alpha dogs.
Right.
You know, so it's like, we're like, okay, this should just go terribly wrong. Because like, I don't want you to listen to your, listen to my shit. I don't like you. You don't like me. And then it just turned out fucking great. It was great. So, yeah.
No, the two alphas can work together, though. You know, it's like, wait, are you an Aquarius or a Leo?
I'm Aquarius.
You're Aquarius. All right.
I'm Virgo,
and you're a Virgo.
On the Leo cusp, but
okay. Yeah, no, because Aquarius and Leos they work together well. With
well, I'm Leo cusp, but I'm Virgo on the Leo cusp. August 23rd. So I'm right.
You get shit done. You get shit done and have a lot of pride about it. That's cool.
Yeah, we worked really good together. Like, people are gonna like what we just did. We love it. We're surprised.
Yeah, we are surprised. Because like, are we actually going to actually pull this off? But we got committed, didn't we? I think we realized when Steve sent me the song, I realized it was a good song instantly. He wrote it and he sent me a demo, and I tried to pull about the lyrics a little bit, but really, I was trying to bastardize it in a way a little bit. I'm happy that we didn't do that in the end. But
no, it's good, because the weird thing is I wrote it in 2010 when I was just only like 3 years as a truther. So this song I wrote back when I wasn't really a truther. I was just, you know, like it was kind of ahead of its time, really.
Right. I think
I was glad you liked it. I said, well, because we were like, well, let's make a song together. Like, okay, what are we gonna do? And I said, well, I've got this, but it's from, like, you know, when I was a kid.
As soon as he said it, I was like, dude, is that you singing? That sounds really fucking good. I can't wait to get in the studio and see if we can record it and make it sound good. But there's always that worry, like, could it, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's so many things that can go wrong.
It's always a risk when you meet someone and thank fuck it worked.
Oh,
because arena, because of your flat and Spacebusters and all that, and you know, I've got a bit of presence there as well, and the two of us coming together and doing something, that's going to be cool for a lot of people. I'm sure people are going to, that's really fucking cool, you know.
I think so.
That's the thing, man. You guys, like, the powers combined in this community, like, if you know, we're at a place now where it's like the purpose is a higher purpose than like feeding our ego, and I think we all know that. Or making money, like, we've had to let go of those two dreams a long time ago when you kind of pursue truth. So it, like, collaborating, like, you know, I feel like you don't have to worry about it as much, because, you know, you don't get this far into this community and set your intentions like pure. You have to be like, well, fuck, people might laugh at me. I can't hold a job if I come out saying this shit. You know, like all the intentions, you know, all the motivations that most people have on a superficial level. You know, you have to kind of like be okay with, like, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here about spreading a good message, and and all of that, and you meet somebody that's similar, that's made that conscious decision, especially coming out as a flat earther. Like, that's, to me, like, I'm just like, oh, you're gonna say you're a flat earther in public? We're fucking cool, because I know that that's no joke, and and everything that goes along with that. It really it says a lot about a character, and
well, it's interesting, Chris. Like when you look at tarot, the tarot deck, you look at the hermit card, right?
mm-hmm.
In pretty much all the tarot decks, he's holding the lantern up high against his head. He's got the light on. The light came on. He's alone, but he's the hermit. So he's alone, but he's holding the lantern high above his head, and he's standing straight as an arrow, saying, like, I have found the path of the light,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a lonely path.
Yeah.
It's very lonely. And you know, every truther went through this. There came a time when you were like, shit, man, I'm just walked against everybody. I got out of the herd, out of the hive,
Oh yeah.
and it's lonely. But then you start to meet like you're doing now. Like, like I said in Acapulco, I don't like these people who say I found my tribe, but it's true, and it's a very small tribe.
But it's an incredible tribe, right?
You'd count on them way more than you would your family.
Exactly.
Oh,
this is
time.
my family now. I consider you a part of my family now.
Yeah, we were talking about blood isn't really thicker than water.
Well, that clip that Chris shared. This is how this came around. Remember, you sent me that clip with me saying about Bob Nodell.
Yeah. About
about how I shed a tear over Bob Nodell, but not over my own father's death.
Yeah.
That's quite a point. I think that's why you picked that clip and like this is actually quite an important message, because this is my fucking tribe. This is my family now, because we've all gone through this awakening or whatever you want, and it shocks you to the core. And we are going, oh, like you said on the last interview we did, like, this is how I find out this truth. It's like being in an awkward room, like,
right.
Oh, hi, so you're a flat earther. Oh, hi, yeah. This is how we find out. This is the weirdest.
I know. The biggest lie ever. I hear it like on this weird corner of the internet. Like, this is such a weird life. Like, this is how life works. I know it's a trip. And no, you're absolutely right, man. And I was at a flat earth meetup yesterday. And no one's like talking about the weather or like in chit chat, like like, oh my god, you can't like how like a flat earthers try to get them to do anything but talk when they meet up. It is so fun because it's just there's like it's just the conversations are so immediately to the depth. There's no like, so you come here often? No, it's just immediately like, hey, have you seen this conspiracy?
Time disappears as well. You can be in a conversation with the truth, and before you know it, 4 hours have gone by, and it feels like 5 minutes.
I know, and a lot has to do with like I tried to like talk to like other friends about this, and like it get like shut down, and so all that energy, all that desire to talk about it, kind of builds up. Oh shit, you cut out.
Can I ask how you woke up? Like when and how did you wake up? What happened?
Yeah.
What was your story on that?
Okay, yeah. I mean, I think like obviously like 2012-ish. Yeah, no, like 2012. I've always was kind of into stuff, but like the 9/11, obviously, like that woke me up a little bit. And then I just started, but like I felt like there was something off. I felt like there was just something just wrong in the world. And I was going through a time when after like a breakup, and it just that didn't make sense, and like how that ended, and I'm just like, this is just what I've been told is wrong. So I just decided to go online and just learn. I learned about the Federal Reserve, and then I just kind of got addicted to it. I started learning about the Federal Reserve and the fluoride, and then like David Icke, and then I just kept like going, all right, let's just do this. But honestly, I think I was doing it more of like a distraction, like a drug kind of a thing. Because I'm like, well, I'm not the problem. It must be in the world. So like, let's figure out what's wrong with the world, because my problems are not internal. and then Flat Earth like was suggested. Then Flat Earth was suggested, and I didn't mean to go that far. It just was like, well, I might as well take a look at these videos. They have to be ridiculous.
Break up the Federal Reserve.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, did you guys know that it's privately owned?
in the Federal Reserve after breakup.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that was how I cope. You know, I'm like,
As you do.
I'm
The
like,
Federal Reserve got me over my ex-girlfriend.
oh yeah, yeah. Learning about the Rothschilds. That's that and whiskey.
They made her seem like fucking cakewalk compared to them. Yeah.
I'm like, she cheated on me, but not as bad as these motherfucking bankers.
Exactly. No matter how bad she fucks you, she'll never fuck you as bad as they are.
Like in comparison, it's not all bad. Right. Yeah, we have to find our ways to cope. So
She seemed like Mother Teresa after them. Yeah.
right, yeah, exactly, yeah. And
Holy shit.
so I don't know. I think I looked into it as kind of a distraction or like a reason to like explain why things seemed off. But it might have been because I was just avoiding kind of dealing with my own shit. But that's just something. That's a theory I've been kind of working around with. But I don't know. I just hate lies. I hate deception. It sends me to this place like that makes me so. I don't know. I just something takes over me, and I just get obsessed with like with the masks and lockdowns. I just went to like an obsessive like, no, this is not cool. And you know, like they made me wear uniforms as a kid, and that took me to that same kind of mindset. And it just, I don't know what happens. Like I just get like, I have a lot of Uranus placements on my chart or something.
Did
but
you go to like a private school or something?
no,
or
that's
were
the
you
thing.
in
I was
No?
public, and it was the only school in America that was forcing uniforms in Long Beach, California. We were the first
School,
one.
uniform. Really?
Yeah. And I don't know, and it was, and my grade was the first grade, and I to try it, and I was just like, motherfuck, and everybody I knew was like, whatever, and I'm like, what do you mean, whatever? I don't want to wear a fucking uniform in a high school, and I don't know, it just kind of set me off, and I just
I look good in navy blue, motherfucker.
yeah, exactly. I want to wear my Stussy shirts and shit, and so. You know, so I always just had this rebellious nature, like tucked away in there, and I don't know, just kind of an interest. How about you said you started waking up in 2010? You said so. What were the prerequisites for you?
Him?
Oh
or
no,
me?
Steve.
Oh yeah, well no, 2005 and 6.
Okay.
Well, a little before that. I mean, really before that, 9/11 happened, and then I had been reading these books like The Spider's Web about how the U.S. was funding Iraq and Iran at the same time to keep them going, and they were selling cluster bombs through Brazil, but saying it was food credits because they were like a terrorist nation at the time, so you can't give them money, but you can give them food aid. So they're giving like $3 billion of farm aid through an Italian bank, but that bank was selling cluster bombs to them. So I started finding that shit out around 2002, 3, right after 9/11.
Yeah. 9/11 kind of opened it up. I feel like it kind of allowed
all right,
us.
something's freaking. I told you yesterday, Alan Watt, the Matrix, and I started running into these people, and I was like, something's just like you said. I'm like, something's wrong. So I went through like kind of the awakening everyone did. I know there's the David Icks and the Edward G. Griffith.
Yeah, but they are necessary stepping stones.
Yeah.
They might be gatekeepers. They will stop you from, you don't hear David Icke talk about flat Earth. There's a gate there, like the gatekeeper,
There
right?
is.
But they are necessary stepping stones. I wouldn't be here with the way I am today with my current awareness if it wasn't for people like Alex Jones, dare I say, and David Icke. The necessary stepping stones. But
They
I
really
was
are.
obsessed with David Icke at one point.
I know, and that's one thing I
Yeah, they
forget
really
when
are.
I talk to people about flat Earth, especially, is that like I understand, like they didn't do all that. I mean, I literally like went a while thinking, is everybody a reptilian? Some of that shit, like I don't know about that stuff. I don't know. I'm like, David Icke makes a lot of sense, except for this fucking reptile theory, but I don't know.
But dude, it's on the table. But if you fast forward 10 years to the reptile, now everyone's a transgender now. So come on, keep up the time.
Right.
But,
I identify as a reptile, so.
But you know what they do? Like part of the controlled opposition, right? Let's take Alex Jones for instance. He's saying what you say because you're like, I 90% of what he says you agree with, right?
Yeah.
But then the way he's like, and the fucking frogs are gay, and the Arabs run Hollywood. He starts saying this.
We have the
nonsense.
documents.
We have the documents. Yeah.
I know.
And what that does is your average normal person thinks that guy's fucking batshit crazy because he is.
Yeah.
But when he's saying exactly what you're saying, you sound batshit crazy.
And that's the title.
And whether David Icke whether the reptilians are right or wrong or whatever, or, I debunked his Saturn Moon Matrix. I debunked that at Anarchapulco. Either way, this guy's saying 99% what you're saying.
Yeah.
And then he's like, and the fucking reptiles, and I got the documents and shit. And now again, even if this is true, even if they are reptile people, you sound like a batshit crazy.
So the whole point is to expose it all, but with a fucking cartoon character exposing it, therefore giving it zero validity.
Right, because the reason they say what you're saying is because they make you sucked in by guilt by association.
Yeah, I know. Well, we don't have a PR department. If they were saying
what you weren't saying, then no one would associate you with a crazy.
Right. No, I know.
That's why you, Chris, they're not going to hear you, me, and Alex anywhere.
No.
They're going to hear this guy going, I got the fucking document. The frogs are fucking gay.
Exactly.
And then you start saying, well, the frogs actually are gay because of this guy. Right? Yeah, which is true.
Well, yeah, we associate. If you believe this, then you must believe that.
The frogs actually are gay.
Right.
And then you sound like a batshit crazy fucking motherfucker. Like, that's how they do it.
No, it's true. And even like the left and right paradigms do that too.
See, now you sound like that crazy motherfucker, even though it's true.
I got a friend who's like super, like he gets into the right and left stuff, and he thinks of like people on the left, like they're all like pro like pedophilia, like he's by associations from some of the media he sees. And I remember him talking to someone. It's like, yeah, I'm for Biden, and he's like, oh, so you're pro pedophilia, and so it's like it's so easy to like just in your mind associate like, oh, they see if you believe this and you believe that. It's like, oh, so you think frogs are gay because you looked into the 9/11. It's like, damn it. I mean, yes, the frogs are fucking gay, but that's irrelevant, But
frogs are pretty gay anyway.
They're gay
anyway.
We all saw the frogs. The frogs took down Building 7. It's just not even debatable.
The gay frogs took down Building 7.
The gay frogs took down Building 7. That's not even debatable.
That's not debatable. Yeah.
So what are you doing?
Yeah, the Zionist frogs, man.
So what are you doing, mate? So you're back on the scene now, right? Back on the scene now, mate. So you're streaming regularly and that kind of thing.
Yeah. No, I took a little time off this last year. Just had to deal with personal stuff, and I tend to overdo it sometimes. I burn myself out, so I'm trying to ease back into it without setting my expectation. Like, honestly, I want to stream every day, but then if I do that, like a week later, I'll be like, oh fuck, I'm tired. What did I sign up for? And so like, but I really love streaming. I love this community. I just love talking to people that get it, because I was a musician for a long time, but I could never really connect with the people that liked what I was doing. Like I wanted to have real conversations. And so I just kind of gravitated towards this community. I just love listening to people being just real and not worrying about how they come off. And it just felt like my tribe, and I see so much similarities. So, I don't know what I'm doing. I just kind of want to be a cheerleader, because I'm not much of a researcher. I'm a musician. I like to just make some fun comedy, some light stuff, talk to people I idolize, like you guys who have done great work. And just kind of be a cheerleader for a community that, like, seriously gets gaslit so much by society and mainstream that I feel like we kind of just, like, I feel inclined to just counter that and be like, no, motherfuckers, like it is flat. You don't need to, like, we don't need to feel, like, shame for believing these things, and we shouldn't have to prove ourselves. And I don't know. I just thought maybe I could just put myself out there and just kind of help, like, just basically be a cheerleader, because it's good therapy if anything. Exactly.
I mean, just do it for your fucking soul, mate, to connect with like-minded people and just to get this stuff off your chest.
Exactly.
So let's not do this for fucking you know, clicks and likes and fame and finances.
You're right.
No.
It's all been therapy. All my last 5 albums are all therapy. They're all my thoughts. That's how I communicate. I put it into an album. You want to know what I think? Listen to my fucking albums. It's my therapy. It's like I don't need a therapist. I just fucking get in here and I sing what's on. And if it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, then okay, that's fine as well. You know. So it's incredibly therapeutic doing stuff like this, no matter how small or big, whatever you're doing. You know, it's an incredible.
Oh yeah, being able to talk about this,
creating
therapy,
to communicate through creativity is a beautiful thing.
And it's also exactly. And it's not idolizing anyone, because we were talking about this yesterday. You know, like they picked me up at the airport. He's like, Steve Falconer's at my house, not like an idol or anything. He's just like, it's just weird. This guy's here. Yeah. And we are both the same as you. We have a little channel like you. For me, Bob Nodell and Glowbusters found us when we were a little tiny piss ass channel with 2,000, 3,000 subs. We had nothing. And then they brought us on and they started launching us. Then when the Convid came out and the Boogeyman, you know, because I already knew about the Boogeyman in 2006, I knew that Boogeymans aren't real. So I just, for my subs said, I'll make some videos to show my subs that this thing's nothing, it's not real. And then it got 1 million fucking views on my one channel, and maybe like that. Then I was banned. My videos are getting blocked, and you know, and I thought, oh my shit. And then I just got sucked into these. It just exploded without. It's just I was you.
Yeah.
No different than you. I was just this little channel who didn't think I was making a difference in the world and just doing shit for the fun of it.
Right.
Shits and giggles. And next thing you know, you're sitting with all these powerhouse gorillas talking at Anarchapulco. You know, you're like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a growing trend, isn't it? We spoke about this before, like being before your time or whatever.
Right.
But it's a growing market. If you want to talk in sort of commercial terms, it's a growing market. More and more people are finding out about me, about you, and what a wonderful thing that is.
Right.
Well, that is very true. I mean, because this stuff is not going away. Once I realized that flat Earth is 100% undeniable, I can't help think that, like, I'm like, you know, there's a part of me that's like, I want to get in on this early and like put my stamp on this, because like, you know, not
wait,
so
bro,
much.
You wait. What we're doing now, we're laying the foundations. You wait till fucking 10 years. Well, you watch what happens in 10 years when this is flat Earth is becoming more and more. It's being mentioned. You go back 10 years or 5 years when we first started looking into this, was so fringe. Now it's like it's a topic on everyone's lips, no matter if you fucking hate it or you're intrigued or whatever. It's now a fucking talking point. We were never at that 8 years ago. And that's beautiful.
That's proof right there. Like, if it wasn't flat, this would have been a fast trend. Like, the fact that it's still around like is proof.
Why would millions of people why would millions of people suddenly be going, the Earth is flat, and you're like, they all went crazy, they all went retard?
Use Occam's razor there. Like, look, I mean, you look at that study that was done in Brazil. Like, there's 11 million flat earthers in Brazil, right? I mean, are they all fucking mental?
All of them,
they all just need to feel special. That's all. They just they just can't pick up a fucking science book for some reason.
I've got to be careful about what I say, but I'll say I'm in another community that's not flat Earth. That's called an alternative health movement about germs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The amount of people who come onto my channel and go, you're discrediting the no germ movement because you're talking flat Earth like Amanda Vollmer and shit. If these people knew I was on Telegram with world famous doctors who have different cosmological views as well, but we're not stupid. They're not going to come out and say this shit. People you wouldn't believe are flat earthers. And that's all I'm allowed to say. I'll just say, there are people you just would know who are.
I believe it. And I think that's smart too. That they don't say that.
Say it right now, but they will come out within 3.
Well, there's a certain amount. When I first got into the whole reason I did Flat Earth Man is to hide behind a character, because I was so ashamed. Like, I can't put myself out there. I've got to hide behind the character. But the more you get, the more comfortable you get. You don't get complacent, but you just get more comfortable, and you start start
Yeah.
speaking up. You start
Mhm.
finding your voice, and you look like Amanda Vollmer. Like, I don't care. I can see what this is, right? And you start to find your fucking power, and no longer will these people start hiding behind their reputation. They will actually go,
Exactly.
fuck it. If they're genuine, authentic
They're
people,
coming, yeah.
they will come. They will
And
come.
it's starting to happen to them too, because they're like, all right, how much truth am I willing to tell?
Yeah.
Because in the germ movement, the no germ people that I'm associated with, I don't count myself with, we're mad that the other side is saying, we know the germs aren't real, but we need to do this strategy over here. And we're saying, why don't you tell the truth? And then those same people are looking at themselves and other things like cosmology and saying, well, why aren't I telling the truth? That. You see what I'm saying? So we're starting to put the same fucking microscope on ourselves and saying, well, I'm asking them to be real, but I'm not willing to be real on other beliefs. You see what I mean? And so it's causing some
a ripple effect,
some self investigation to it.
There's a strange phenomenon with humans. Like, we get like offended when people don't believe what we believe. Like, there's just something about like, are you one of us or are you one of them? And like, but when we approach things scientifically, like, we're supposed to like not think about things like that. We're supposed to like embrace things that challenge our beliefs. But like something about being human, like I think just something happens where it's like we just feel the need to like protect it or something, especially if it's shaky. You know, like at first, like I would get like weirded out when people get mad at me about flat Earth. Now I'm so like secure in it that it doesn't offend me and stuff. But like when people like, you know, give you shit about you know how you're challenging germs, like what you're doing is science. Like, what kind of scientist would
real science, right? Actual
science.
fucking research,
right?
Say like, yeah. And you're right. Like what happens with you is, you know, like you're exactly what you're saying. It's lonely, like we just talked about. You know, it's lonely to stand in truth. It's lonely because you're standing against the herd. You're saying, I'm not a herd. I'm not a bee. I'm not a worker bee in a colony. I'm an individual who's different. And you're like, I'm going to go against the whole fucking herd that makes me safe. I find comfort in numbers. And suddenly you're going against the numbers and finding discomfort. And then you're like, what you're doing, you're saying, I've finally found comfort in myself, which is what it's all about. An individual who finds comfort in themselves doesn't need the herd. They don't want the herd.
Right.
They're like,
and they're no longer controllable at that point.
Yeah, they don't like
that's
the herd.
True.
You know, like
but that's when you find your herd is when you're not looking for a herd. It's when you're like, I'm going to be on my own. And then,
they're not controllable. You can't control a person who finds solitude himself because there's nothing you can bribe him with that he can't give himself, and that's an end of story.
And he's found his truth at that point.
Which is
beautiful. Beautiful.
And I think I got a crash course in that with my truth movement, like because it was shaky when I started looking into flat Earth and talking about it with people. I realized that like I was giving away my power. I was like begging my friends and like close people to validate my experience. So I'm like, look at this, this is right? And they're just like, you think you're smarter than Neil deGrasse Tyson? And but like a part of me, I couldn't stop talking about it. Yeah, I'm like, yes, I fucking am. But like, but to them, I'm sure that sounds
that guy's
insane.
a retard. Of course, I'm smarter than a retard. You think you're smarter than a retard? You're like, I'm pretty sure I'm smarter than a retard.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Are you? It's not a great game show, you know. But like, yeah, and so, but like, I realized that like I couldn't stop. I couldn't hold it to myself.
Are you smarter than a retard?
There should be a "Are You Smarter Than an Astronaut" show with Don Pettit. That'd be so funny.
Oh, that'd be incredible, wouldn't it?
I see stars. I went to the moon, and I go poopies in my pants, and like.
And your first contestant, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for who's that fucking
Chris something or Sky out.
Chris Hadfield.
Chris
Hadfield.
Oh my god!
Are you smarter than Don Pettit?
Yeah. They should have Hatfield, Pettit, and a retard.
The zodiacal lights. The zodiacal lights.
I don't get it. It's like 1 out of 50,000 applicants they say like achieve these astronaut status. Like what the fuck? It's so weird. I how they pick them, but I don't know. But like it all makes way more sense now that the more you look into it, and like flat Earth kind of made for me, it made all the things that didn't make sense make sense. I'm like, oh, now it was kind of just like the missing piece, and allowed me to kind of feel that solace that I was looking for. Like I was trying. I'm like, this something's off in the world. I thought maybe, is it because of the Federal Reserve? Is it because of the fluoride? Is it all these little things? But like flat Earth, like is the umbrella over why all of that has to be in place. And now I can be like, okay. And now I found people I can talk to, like you guys and stuff. And I don't need to go on my my Facebook and talk to like my friends from high school about it. Like it's okay, and it's therapeutic though to talk.
First rule of Flat Earth Club, right?
Yeah,
First rule of Flat Earth Club. You don't talk about Flat Earth Club.
Yeah. It's true. No, it totally is. And now I tell people don't look into it. I'm like, you don't want to look into it. Yeah.
I think I'll bring up Flat Earth around the Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, go on.
You gotta learn. Being an activist on the street must be one of the fucking hardest jobs in the world. Right? Just trying to fucking convince the general NPCs that are going by us. That must be.
You have to love it.
That's why I have respect for people like Dave Mano and Howard, who you met the other day.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're changing the world, but
Mark Dice too is out there. Think what you want about him, but he's fucking funny, dude.
Right. I love his stuff.
Yeah. That's got to be hard because he's showing the idiocracy that we live in, and that's what you're doing. You're showing how fucking dumb people are. I'm sure if you actually did a study and asked people, what's 2 + 2, you'll be surprised at the fucking results. I guarantee it.
No, it's necessary. If you're expecting people to like to see results in real time, that's where we kind of like get disappointed. If we're like, hey, the Earth is flat, and then your average person's like, oh. Well, now I'm on team. Like it's a process that's like a personal process that you're not going to see them.
Yeah.
So like you're not going to see the fruit of your labor happen.
How long did it take you to finally let go of the ball?
I want to say like realistically like 6 months. Like it kept going. Yeah. I mean, some people say they do it quick. I think they're full of shit.
Disbelief there. It's so you cannot fathom. You cannot get into your mind how a lie so big could be perpetrated and like that.
Right.
It's such a hard hurdle to get over. I was like, there's no way. So I had to do at least 6 months of work, like Globebusters religiously every week.
Yeah.
I was looking for a way out. I can't be this kind of guy. I need there's no way. Like, please tell me this isn't fucking true. Like looking for a way out for 6 months and it never came.
For sure.
Like, okay.
Yeah, like this can't
This
be
is
my
who
reality.
I am now.
I know. And then once you see it, you're like, fuck. Like you can't go back.
Yeah.
And you recognize all the implications that happens. Huh?
Back in 2012, I was like kind of getting into the wrong rabbit holes.
Like what?
Like Nibiru and all that, right? Okay. So I was like getting into this Nibiru shit and all that. So I got taken by that, and I openly admit it. So when I fell into flat Earth stuff, I said to Ross, the other Spacebuster, because he was a space guy. When I was a kid, I was falling into dinosaurs, the other bullshit scam. But I was a dinosaur kid. He was a space kid.
Yeah.
So when I fell into flat Earth, he's smart, and I was like, Ross, you're a space guy. What do you think of this? And he's like, bullshit. And I said, but look, how could the fighter jet not fly? I just started bringing him stuff for like 2 months. And I'm like, well, what about this then? What about this? And I saw like this other guy, Eric Dubai, might be controlled. We don't know. But, I saw these things. And I was like, what about this? What about that? And then 2 months later, like he couldn't debunk it. He came back to me. He's like, shit, Stevie, the Earth's flat.
You just ruined my life.
He did. He said, I'm a space guy. He's like, my dad and I sat up for hours every day talking about space, and you wrecked all of it.
You ruined it. And thank God I didn't like Star Wars movies and stuff. But yeah.
Fucking flat, it's flat.
I know. And then you realize how stupid it is once you kind of realize, you're like, God damn it, how did anybody fall for this? This is ridiculous. But, it's
funny enough, more interested in it now.
Yeah.
Now that he knows it's flat, because he already was a cosmology guy, he's even more excited about cosmology now because he's like, what is the sun? What's the moon like?
I'm way more excited about what's up there than I've ever been.
Oh, yeah. I learned more about the heliocentric model, like from teaching Flat Earth. I didn't even know what they were saying. That's so like you know, I didn't have an interest in it before. Then I just like I got obsessed with it. Like, and you have to kind of go like once like you get like into something, you gotta follow that. You can't, you know, you can't shut that down. You know, if you're like. If you're like inside you is like I really want to learn science, like you don't want to shut that off, like that's too beautiful. And so you have to follow it, and you're like, I know this might make me look crazy if I keep looking, you know, but it became an obsession. I'm sure with you, same thing. And man, yeah, 6 months. Steve, how about you? Was like, what's your flat Earth, experience?
Well, I mean, that was pretty much it. And, you know, I was very careful because I was making movies. I never came out as a flat earther. All my movies in the early days before, I always said, there's this idea, blah, 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 the ball. And I said, and there's this idea. And I would put the flat earth one in there. And then I never said which one was mine. I always was put both sides in and just approached it like that. And then we were guests on GlobeBusters all the time. And I was saying on GlobeBusters, like, I'm a flat earther personally, but I never put it in my films.
Yeah.
And anyone can go back and see my films. And I'll challenge anyone. Show me one place, even in our NASA films that Ross was making, where we said the earth was flat. We never said it was.
Yeah.
We know it is, but we never said it.
But that's smart. If it's not,
like,
if it's not necessary to prove your point, like
show me where I said the earth is flat. It's obvious, you know.
Yeah.
So, but we were very careful not to do that because we could see divisions going on.
Right.
I've never been into the division. You know, I'm like, I don't care if you're a ball or a flat earther. To me, I don't give a fuck.
I don't think anyone's ever seen any divisive content from you or me, for that matter.
Right.
No.
I don't.
It
care.
doesn't exist.
I'm friends with ball earthers because I used to be one, so I get where they're coming
Exactly.
from. I was a ball earther.
Yeah, forgive them for they know not what they do.
Yeah, there you go. You want to get biblical.
Exactly. It's not like it's not like it's like a us versus them. It's like yeah. You know, we switch. Yeah, I know, and we forget. Like, we kind of switch so quick sometimes, and forget like the whole journey. And that's why I'm not a big fan of like, you know, talking shit and calling people globers and stupid. Because I honestly, I'm like the term glober to me sounds as ridiculous as calling somebody cisgender. It's like because it's so like that's this. You know, it's like it's like what most people are. So you don't need a name for
Labels,
it.
haven't they? Labels.
Yeah, right. I think it's you're very conscious, Chris. That's a higher level of consciousness that unfortunately not a lot of people are at. So,
well,
yeah, you know, you bowler, you glober, you bowler, you like that's like that's kids in the school.
It's another divide and conquer in a way, isn't it, right?
It's
we're upset that like other people don't see it, so we're taking it out on them, and I feel like it's like, why don't you see it, you fucking glober? It's like, what do you mean that they went to the same schools? Like I was glober for 35 years, and now I'm like I can't, you know, and that's one of the things I've been kind of obsessed with is learning how to have the right mindset and be empathetic to people and understanding their unique journeys, because it's so easy to get into that like defensive argument like mode and almost kind of like push them farther away and almost be like counterproductive than not saying anything at all. And I wish that like there was like I wish I knew a little bit more about this stuff. Like I watched Larkin Rose's Candles in the Dark about how to talk about statism and, you know, a little bit better understanding. And I was trying to apply that to the lockdown stuff. And I just, you know, have empathy from where they're at and not look at them like the enemy, because one, I used to be them, and two, like that's not going to be effective. And like really knowing my intentions, like if my intentions is to sound like a know-it-all and make someone feel stupid, that's one thing. But if my intentions truly is pure, that like I want to help somebody free themselves of mental shackles, then I have to like be in a different mindset. I cannot look at them like an us as them. And you know, and being conscious about my intentions. And like both of you guys, I know have beautiful intentions with all the work you do. And that's why, you know, I gravitate to you guys. But like, there are people though, I think like that want to debate, you know, a lot. And I'm not a big fan of that because I just feel like it's, I don't know. It didn't seem like it goes anywhere, but, I don't know. I guess my
We were
question.
just laughing about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my question is, do you have any like mindset, or do you
debate-
have anything that you like, any advice? And this is something I try to ask everybody, but like, if you were to talk about flat Earth at a bar and like, you know, like generally triggering somebody, and they get like rude with you or something, like, do you have any like techniques or any ways of looking at it that help, like, just to make it so you don't get triggered and you understand that they're going, that you know, like I don't know. You know what I mean?
I'm not on a mission to convince anybody. I would never have that conversation in the first place. So to have like not an agenda, but like a game plan, just in case someone asks me this question, will never be in my consciousness. It's not for me. It's not for me to try and persuade you. So I will not go to a bar and have a flat Earth conversation and try to convince someone. That's not my job. It might, other people get involved in debates, and I do think debates, serve their purpose, because the audience can then see which one is actually genuinely being truthful and which one is avoiding the question and using ad hominem and all these other fallacies. So I think they're good from an audience standpoint, so I think they serve their purpose. But for me personally, I'm never going to have that conversation with people and go like,
I'm not going to talk about Nasser. Yeah, no, you wrote a song about it. And so,
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So like, it's not my job. My job here is to express myself through my music. That is my conduit. That's my message. That's my voice. I'm not a talking head. I'll never have a podcast. You're not going to see me doing 2-3 hour fucking streams. It's not me. I communicate through music, and that's
you found your way.
That's my way. That's my journey. That's my contribution to this this beautiful movement, if you want to call it.
And that might be like what most people are trying to find. They're just, most people are just trying things out, but they want to contribute. I think ultimately that's a common thread, is that it creates this visceral, like, kind of just anger that this lie is so big that they just want to help somehow, some way. And that's kind of, that's what I started this. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going like one day at a time. I'm just trying to put my energy towards it. And that's really it, man. So it's cool that you found that, so you don't feel like you need to debate. Go ahead. Sorry.
The road, there's an old saying, the road to hell is paved with good intentions, right?
Right. Yes.
Right. You know the saying, right?
Sure.
I look at it like this. A farmer plants seeds, and he's got a garden here. What a farmer doesn't do is he doesn't plant seeds and then go stand there over them for 3 months going, grow, motherfucker, grow. I planted, grow, motherfucker, right?
I know.
So you plant your flat earth idea seed, right? And then you don't stand there and yell at the person for that. You just get away. You plant the seed, water it, piss on it, and get out of there. That's what you do, right?
Exactly.
You don't sit there and try to yell at the seed for not growing and then get mad.
It's not his journey. It's not his purpose.
Right. I'd rather just water the plants that are already grown too. Like, I love the community. I'm trying to tell the community to put love back to themselves and put all that, like, instead of worrying about other people waking up. Like, there's like 11 million Brazilians. Like, it's going to happen. There's no need to rush it. So like, now I try to just put that as my message.
They're not going to listen if you're standing there yelling at them.
Right.
If you go, the earth is flat, I fucking
and they're turning the frogs gay.
The next time they see information about flat earth, it's going to mentally remind them of you going, and then they're going to like associate that with Crazy Town. They won't look.
Yeah, I know. If I'm selling a product here,
you give them a bad experience by going, you fucking baller, you retard baller, and then so plant the seed, get out of there.
Yeah, you plant the seed.
Because you know yourself, every idea you've ever had, you never got, but you thought you discovered it yourself. Like, oh my God, I discovered the Jesuits. You're like, you didn't discover that. You read it online. Someone else discovered it, but you felt like you discovered it. Same with the flat earth.
Absolutely.
You didn't figure out the earth.
No, I know it's true. And I did it on my own time when I was emotionally ready, psychologically ready.
But if Eric debate sitting there going, it's not going to work,
It's not.
So you have to let them feel like they find it themselves. And even if you want to be real crafty about it, like he's doing, you can put it in their consciousness in a way where you're making them feel like they found it themselves sneakily.
through a catchy chorus.
Just being a sneaky
Right,
cunt. Yes.
yeah.
That's
Well,
the name of my new channel, Sneaky Cunt.
Yeah.
Right, sneaky cunt. I love it. That sounds like a British like daytime soap opera right there.
British soap opera.
Like,
Sneaky cunt.
sneaky cunt.
Brilliant.
No, I had the same
Just
thing with my
one more
AC/DC skit. Like, I just kept trying to think of ways to like plant a good seed that didn't trigger anybody because it was impossible to talk about,
Questions.
you know, and
Questions are the best way to plant the seed.
yeah, comedy
You ask
questions.
Instead of telling someone what you know,
Yeah.
instead of telling everyone what you know, the frogs are fucking gay.
I know.
You ask them a question. Have you ever noticed why the frogs are all fucking each other
Yeah,
when they're all boys?
What's going on? Why are there so
That's
many
another
frog
way to
bathhouses going on? Have you noticed an uprise? And yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, have you know?
Yeah, that's the best. That's definitely the best lesson. No one wants to hear you banging that drum and forcing information down there. No one. They have to be. You have to. Yeah. The syncretic method of planting those seeds and asking questions.
Right.
Do you think your thoughts are your own?
Good question.
Right.
Nobody's ever
asked. Well, what do you mean? That's an engaging conversation.
I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah.
The people that actually like are
That's a lot
self-aware
more
are
than-
like,
do you know
I
your
don't
thoughts
know.
are your own?
The people that aren't are like, yes, of course, I have free will. I am gonna do this. Of course, they're mine. And me and you were like, I don't know.
Do you, though? That's it. Do you really?
There might be somebody up there that's
Exactly. You got to stand there going, no, you don't. No, you don't. Everything you believe, you television watching news believer, everything you believe is what. No, you go, no. Wait, perhaps have you considered that? Right. That's definitely the better approach for sure.
Well, sure. I mean, I've been on autopilot before many times, and I'm just like, what was I doing? Why did I react like that? Like, you know, and I don't know.
I mean, you wouldn't learn, would you? Would you have learned if some guy was cramming that shit down your throat like that, going, "You need to fucking look at that"? You know,
No.
Would you?
I mean, if he was selling a product, like what is the product here? If the product is flat Earth, it's not a very good pitch. It's not. It's like, okay, so what do? I become like you? I'm gonna be on the street like a crazy person. I'm gonna sound like a nutcase. Like, what is the advantages to flat Earth? Like, where do I?
Commercially speaking, it's not the best product in the world, is it?
Right.
It's got a good niche market, though. There's a good niche.
There's a market for it.
So what do I get out of it? What do I get? Oh, absolutely. Ostracized. Well, what they call it? You get ostracized, demonized, like criticized. Like that.
Yeah.
Oh, great. I'll sign up.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, come on, God, you got to wake up. Why? Well, because then your family and friends will have some problems with you, and dinner table and like space is going bye. If you like those, let's see what else is there. Like, I don't know. But I mean, there is you know, it's more of a personal journey.
You're willing to trade the truth for your fucking your familial support network. That's what a lot.
We've all done that. We've all done that.
Yeah,
we've sacrificed an awful lot. You know, we've all been estranged because of you know what we've uncovered. And but here we are. It's wonderful.
Well, the hermit's not holding up his sister; he's holding up a lamp. If he was holding up his sister.
Well, this is how we learn how to be more comfortable in our own skin. I think it's a beautiful journey because of that. Like, I probably would be more, what's the word? Needing outside sources of validation, like on like a level, you know, without flat earth like helped me be comfortable with my thoughts. It helped me just not like be like, hey, what do you think of this? Like, I'm like, oh, it kind of helped me become more self-aware. So it was a tougher journey, but you know,
this is such a flat earth therapy session right now. It really helped me to move forward in my thoughts.
I told my therapist I was a flat earther, and she was like, "Oh, cool." So I'm just gonna write that down. I'm like, I had to like get rid of that. I'm like, she's just gonna think I'm a crazy person, and you know. So yeah, it's true. You know, like it's good to talk about this stuff.
It's okay, right? You know, it's okay if they think you're crazy.
Well, I mean, I want to be like, no, it really is flat. You know.
I love being the freak. I think I've got an identity from it now. You know, being that guy that thinks differently and does differently, but seems to fucking, because you've seen where I live, you've seen the kind of life I have, you've seen my wife, you've seen
amazing,
you've seen how happy I am, and I'm the crazy one, right? All my family think I'm the fucking nut job,
right?
But like he's seen my lifestyle and my life, and I'm the prick.
I know.
Like,
You're
what is he?
normal.
What did I do?
Why
You're
the fuck do you
normal,
want to be
man.
so happy?
What a prick.
Dude,
It's
it's
insanity, but I love. So I love it. I love the identity that we have.
Yeah.
I
love
agree.
the outcast. You know, I love that. You
No,
know,
it
because
is
who wants to
freeing.
be one of them?
Yeah, yeah,
But you
and
know
they'll
what,
fight
too,
tooth
when
and
you
nail
put
for
balls
it.
against this is just one thing. What you're doing is just sticking your balls out in the wind against one thing, flat earth, if you want to call that.
Sure.
Then you're willing to stick your balls out against everything, which means you're an adult finally.
Yeah.
You were a little child
Yeah.
who's been a brainwashed child, and you've decided to be an adult who says, I'm responsible for everything I know, believe, think, and my actions and do.
Mhm.
And I'm not afraid to put my balls in the wind.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right.
100%.
So it's just flat earth, whether it's flat earth or the boogeyman or whatever, whichever way you come into this, there are many avenues to get to truth.
Yeah.
Truth has a lot of roads to it, but there's
Flat
only
Earth,
one
though,
destination.
You will say though that flat Earth is different though. Like it rubs people like in a weird, different way, and I feel like the truther community, like they'll put their stamp on almost anything, but it seems like with flat Earth, like that's where like the rubber meets the road a little bit. That's just my opinion. Like, and I think it's because like you were saying, like once you admit that, you know, it can discredit some of your great work that you're doing on other stuff, and you know, like Jeff Berwick, I know he's a flat earther, but like it's probably best that he doesn't like talk about it. It probably is.
He does say it though. He does say it on his walk and
He
talks
does
all the time.
a little bit, but like he doesn't like get too deep into it. He's smart about
But
it.
he doesn't harp on about it.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't harp on about it.
Right.
But
right.
he does it all the time. But he doesn't say it.
I mean, real fans of his or real people that really know his work will know, and that's enough, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's enough to like give him an idea.
Like you don't have.
Yeah, you don't have to stand on a fucking podium and scream it from the rooftops, do you? You know, we all know each other. We all know how, you know, we know everyone at Acapulco was fucking, all of the speakers, 90% of the speakers, they're all flat. They're the cleverest, they're the smartest people in the fucking world, as far as I'm concerned.
That's what I'm not allowed to say publicly, but yeah, he's right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But, you know, again, like it's your passion. So if your thing is flat earth, say it. My thing is not flat earth. I am a flat earther, but I don't make 100 flat earth videos because I'm not like him. Like that's his thing. I had to do the boogeyman.
Yeah.
And I'm doing other stuff. You know what I mean? So it's like, if that's what you really are passionate about, then stick with it.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of people who are like, they're like, okay, let's say it's flat, and it is. They won't say that, but they're like, what does that mean to me? I still have got to work.
I gotta go to work.
Tomorrow.
I know.
Well, I know. Yeah, and what they don't get is like, no, you don't, because when you figure out flat earth, you start to figure out sovereignty, and that you don't have to
start
go
to free yourself from the fucking from the slavery.
You can go to your own work tomorrow, like we're doing. Yeah,
exactly.
But they're just disconnected from the connection. If you know what I mean, they're like, what does it matter? And you're like, when you do understand what it matters, you won't go to work for someone else tomorrow unless you love it. You'll do it if you like. I work for other people because I love those two jobs. I'm a music teacher and a musician.
That's awesome.
So I still work for me, but I work for them, but it's because I want to.
Yeah.
I don't work in a fucking job I don't want to do. I work in two jobs I want to do, right? Because I get how it all connects.
Right.
But they don't. They'll be like, what's it matter? And you're like, when you really understand what it matters.
Yeah, there's a nice little prize at the end of the tunnel, isn't it? If you go through that 6 months, or you go through like a lifetime of ridicule, you're like, there's a nice little pot of gold at the end because you start to free yourself from this.
Right. I mean, no, people make songs about flat earth and how great it is. No one's writing songs about 9/11. Ooh, yeah, Sandy Hook, go right. Like, no one's, you know, it's not, it's a positive conspiracy ending. It ends.
Well, you've got a piano. Let's hear one.
There were no planes. Yeah. Well, you know, like.
Sandy Hook.
Sandy Hook.
That's a good subject.
Nobody looks into it. Yeah. Oh, we could do that all day. And sometimes on my streams, like we'll try like truther songs and write them live with the chat. The chat sometimes has some brilliant stuff. It's really cool. You know, and
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Building 7 already rhymes with 9/11. So right there.
Yeah, exactly.
I told you about Building 7.
Oh, I love
I
it.
told you about 9/11.
Oh,
It's
man, that song.
an obvious rhyme, isn't it? But the rhyme I'm really proud of it.
That was such a
Remember when
brilliant
I
song.
told you about the New World Order? Remember when I told you about the fluoride in the water?
Water.
Order and water worked
Yeah.
so well in
That
that.
was so good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. New World Order, fluoride in the water.
I don't know how you hit that high note with transgender. I just that was brilliant. Oh man,
I've got a good falsetto. I'm a really good mimic. I can mimic stuff. I listen to stuff and I can mimic it and copy it. That's kind of what I'm good at. So like, I've got quite a range. So I could do the gruff and I can do the so it's kind of, and when you put that into comedy, it's fucking invaluable, right? Because to have a range like that means you can do a reggae voice. It means you can do a rock voice. It means you can do a blues voice. It means you can do a falsetto. It means you could be little children and stuff like that if you wanted to, you know, make that childlike sound.
We put him on the high notes on the song we did. Of course.
Yeah, I'm doing the high stuff. Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
But that's only because I'm a transgender.
You are a
Transgender. So when do we get to hear this song you guys are working on? Is there any way we can get a taste of it?
comment.
You can't get a taste of it unless I've not even bounced it as an MP3 yet. But
We just made it.
to be honest with you, I thought about sending you a clip of it so you can play it on the show. But I thought no, because I want it to. I want it to just be
released.
the release.
Yeah.
You
No,
know,
I
really nice
understand
visuals. If we can get, I mean, it's in a little room here. We're in a tiny little studio here, so we just had a couple of camera angles, good sound, good mics, nice bit of mastering, little bit of reverb, great lyrics, great
Sounds
song,
good.
and I think it's really pure and natural. And we were going to do some post editing, like put some organ and some piano, but we just watched it and we were like, it doesn't need any more, does it? You know.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be. I think it's going to put a smile on a lot of people's faces just seeing us to get together and shoot the shit musically. And I think that's a beautiful thing.
It's a good song. It's
Yeah.
fucking good.
Are you guys filming any video of the process, like for the music video?
We have well, Mike Wilkerson, Stellium 7, a giant trees guy. He was filming for it. Yeah, we've got a bunch of film, but Alex has to edit all into the video, so the video will splice back and forth.
There was we were filming all day yesterday trying to rehearse this song, and we had Mike Stellium 7 recording like us just
the making of
the
it.
making of.
Yeah.
So, and there was a lot of outtakes there, which I might put at the end of the video.
All right, yeah,
because there's a lot of laughter there, and there's a lot of nice moments. It'd be nice to put that on the end just to show people we were having a crack doing it. We were having a good time doing it. I think that's nice to show. But there will be a polished piece. That
It came together quick. Like we really only had a 2 day, well, a day and a half actually, a day really actually.
Yeah.
So it came out really good. We had a day to rehearse.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like a little bit like Crowded House. 2 guys on an acoustic guitar, nice harmonies,
Yeah.
very Crowded House in certain parts.
Yeah,
of that song, I think.
Dylan crowded.
Dylan S. Crowded category.
Oh,
Yeah.
very cool.
man.
Very cool.
Yeah,
But
very cool.
we had a day to do it. It came out pretty fucking cracking. Like we both looked at each other afterward, like, can we drink now?
Yeah, because we had a rule. We can't drink alcohol while we're performing.
Drink during the real thing, so
God,
Take
that's
that
so
is-
fun.
I
That's-
love
I love musicians. That's exactly how it is. It always is. When can we get our drinks on? Oh man, that's so fun. And you know what? The truth is like a song gets done
when you've had a
like
little
that.
drink, you've had a little smoke.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Chris. Go on, mate.
Oh no, I was like, if you have like 3 days to finish a song, it'll take 3 days. If you have 3 months, it'll take 3 months. And it's nice to have like
Yeah, man.
That's very true. Yeah.
and sometimes the best stuff is just quick and like so you don't overthink it.
Well, that was it. Like, if it was a record, we would have. Yeah, it's really good for live. It's
Well, I mean,
really
that's the most popular song on my YouTube channel. I Told You So. I made that in an afternoon.
Yep.
I wrote it, recorded it, just put a camera in front of me, shouted into a microphone. I told you so, and I probably did that. The audio maybe a day. I think the whole thing a day, basically. Or maybe
That's
2
when
days to do
genius
that.
pops in,
But-
when shit
And
like that
That's
happens.
the most popular song on my channel.
Well, that's
The
because
other
it's
videos
brilliant.
that I've done, which take 3 months.
Yeah.
They sit there doing nothing. Sit there like,
Right.
what the fuck?
Because it's a different part of your brain. Your
So there's
left
something
brain's
to that-
doing
there's
all
something to
all
that
that
to
stuff.
fucking
Yeah.
going.
No, the best songs I've ever written, like,
Sorry,
were
say that
done in
again.
an hour, and it just something happens. It's like I'm not even here. And
Yeah.
I'm sure that's like what happened with you because that song is
Channeling that,
genius.
yeah. Total channeling, yeah.
And those are the magical moments which happen few and far between, sadly.
Yeah.
Because you don't, I think something magical happened yet today, because this new energy is coming to my life. It's exciting, and we're challenged to get that every fucking week. You will never hit that spot every week. If it was that easy, every cunt would be doing it.
Right.
Right.
And music's like that. Like, it's all about the magic. It's the same notes we're all playing.
Right.
Why is this magical? And we took about 7 takes today in different keys, and we knew we're like, that's the one.
That's the one. And you just know. There's no way AI will ever pick up on that.
Same as the other 6 takes. They're the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, why? It's the same take. And you're like, but that one right there was the one.
Yeah, there's an energy to it. There's definitely an energy.
Yeah,
There's something
I think
there.
this whole experience of you coming over and seeing me and blah blah blah, and just all being excited, and we're meeting and and having a bit of a drink and having a party and enjoying ourselves. That went into the music.
Yeah.
I think that's
it does. Yeah, it's all it's energy, man.
Absolutely,
it's pure energy.
You just have to allow it.
They call it X Factor.
No, it's a beautiful thing, and you can't force it. I try to write songs when I do like creative stuff in the morning before like my brain, like my actual brain, like steps in and tries to like take over, and like you know what I mean, like when like the genius subconscious part is kind of in there, and you just tap into something.
It's funny, man. After you've been sleeping all night and dreaming, the genius morning's a really good time to write.
Perfect time, yeah. You're not second guessing.
Terrible for singing, but
right. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Singing's crap, but
I know I can't sing for shit either. I know, yeah. But in the mornings, but it's just how it works. It's a beautiful process, man. I was talking about with AI and music and stuff. I kind of wanted to just get your opinion on something. There's this channel called There I Ruined It. But
I know it.
But one thing that they did have here is like AI and voices. And Steve, honestly, like I'm not a big fan of what AI is doing, but if I can get AI to get your voice just to like narrate books and stuff, that'd be great. Or to tell me how to get around, like be like, go up, make a left up here, and that would be wonderful. So
that voice,
I'm so if we can AI your voice,
take the third exit, man.
Yeah, take the third exit after you fucking.
Someone's been sitting in my chair.
They've been lying to you, so go right up here.
I like the AI, I like the AI because you can't trust anything anymore. There's no video, no audio you can hear that you can be sure it is real. Yeah. Which is great. So now finally you have to learn to just fucking ignore everything because you have no idea.
You have no idea. That's true. It's like there's a video. So check this out. This is AI right here. This is
girl problems. I feel bad for you, son. I've got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you got some dough, 99 problems, but a bitch ain't my whole ass home. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. I got the Rap Patrol on the Cat Patrol. Those that wanna make sure that my gas gets closed. The year's 94 and my trunk is raw. In my rear view is the motherfucking law. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Bad for you, son. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. 99,
isn't that crazy? So
fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
Isn't that amazing? And so they just sound like it. And here's one more of Simon and Garfunkel. And I can't believe how much this sounds like him doing "Baby Got Back." This is incredible. So
I like big butts, I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, You get sprung, 'cause you noticed that butt was stuffed. You pull up tough, deep in the jeans she's wearing. What you gonna do with all that junk? All that junk inside that trunk. I'ma get you drunk, get you love drunk off my hump. What you gonna do with all that S inside them jeans? It's gonna make you scream. My hump, my hump, my hump.
So it's brilliant stuff. Like,
Oh my god, that was so funny.
isn't that amazing? Isn't that so? Yeah. Normally this channel, I found like they do like stuff that's like really bad. But he's showing me all this AI stuff, and I'm like, wow, how can you do that? It's like it
Dude,
sounds
just give us a
exactly
moment.
like
That
him.
was fucking.
Oh yeah, isn't that great? Oh, okay. I got one more for you then. This one's ridiculous. This is like on purposely bad. Okay.
So good.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play.
It's great.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
So yeah, normally he did stuff
It's
like
so
that,
good,
but
so fun.
it's fun. Yeah. So I'm actually excited for AI music.
The baby got. I'm sorry, the baby got back.
Isn't that
I like
amazing?
big butts like that.
I
That
know.
is fucking genius.
Yeah,
Absolute genius.
That's a channel called There I Ruined It on the TikTok. It's pretty brilliant. Oh man.
That was
So
so good. I used to love that song. I like big butts and I cannot lie.
right, yeah, that's my karaoke go-to. Yeah.
That was genius. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You get sprung.
Yeah, that's a genius song.
I
so-
like big butts and I cannot lie.
I know. So there's so many fun things like to do with this AI, and I'm pretty excited about it. And Steve, mind if I ask? Like, I didn't know you were a musician until recently, but is there stuff? Do you like put stuff out, or do you mostly teach? What are you doing with music?
I teach 2 nights a week, and then every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I go to these Irish pubs all around Scandinavia and just sing like either with my band or solo. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Party music, just fucking.
Yeah.
table party shit.
Yeah.
Pub singing, yeah, but like big pubs.
Yeah.
Not the dreary guy in the corner, like fucking.
Not the guy playing like Wonderwall in the corner. Yeah.
No, like big fucking giant big gigs. Yeah. So
Yeah.
So that's why I'm here. Yeah, we're just like, we got to do some music.
That's
Yeah.
cool. And you
Yeah,
play guitar mostly?
I'm playing guitar at my gigs. I'm teaching guitar, piano, bass, mandolin, drums,
That's
harmonica, spade, and something like that. I don't know. Yeah, singing
That's
too as
cool.
well, yeah.
I noticed like every truther I know, I think at least plays like the bass. You know what I mean? Like every single one of them. I've never
Guitar
met.
player does, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh,
it's kind of-
ukulele, Doug. Ukulele. I've got some
Oh,
ukuleles.
cool.
too,
Yeah.
so
No,
I don't even know how to play ukulele. I have to read the chords with them.
it's not different than guitar. It's very similar muscle. It's like putting a capo on the 5th fret and playing the last 4 strings would be the same.
The chords are different, but once you get the chords, like it's really easy. Yeah, the chord, it's just different chording. But if you can read the chords, you can just play.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Like
easy.
a D on a guitar is a G on a ukulele. So like little things
G-
like
Yeah,
that.
exactly. It's like that shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Same
Or
muscle
even
memory.
easier. Most of them are one finger chords. Yeah, C's like one finger on the bottom.
Right. Yeah. Anything in the key of C is money on the ukulele. So yeah.
Yeah, you've been playing it. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's
yeah.
actually easy to play It's pretty easy. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually like.
It's a decent tune though.
Unless you get a good one. I suppose.
Yeah,
Oh, they
don't
go
get
on
like the gift shop
doing, like,
ones in Maui. Don't get one of those. But you know, like,
yeah, exactly. But the thing is, who's ever really going to take a ukulele in, like seriously? It's got that kind of vibe to it, isn't it?
Right.
My school buys the gift shop ukuleles. They're like,
idiots.
I don't know. I mean, ukulele. I tell people to learn a guitar, like to start with ukulele because it one like it it's easier to develop calluses. Like people get kind of put off with the guitar because they're like, oh, I don't think my fingers can do it. I'm like, motherfucker, 5-year-olds can play guitar. Everybody just, but ukulele like kind of is like a nice stepping stone, and but you know, it is kind of like it's also a good instrument because it's so high vibe. It's hard to be in a bad mood and play a ukulele.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, you don't hear a fucking sad song with a ukulele, do you?
No,
it's
not very much.
It's a very happy sound. It has its place. You know,
Sure.
like every instrument does.
Right? Yeah, man. Oh,
and the songs are all very happily gay, all of them, you know. It's either Somewhere Over the Rainbow, but I'm actually teaching my kids like Johnny Cash Hurt on the ukulele.
oh wow.
I got myself today. Bling,
Yeah.
bling, bling. You know, ukulele, like, it just doesn't even go at all.
So what? That's a weird chord. That it's like a.
I picked my wife up from prison.
It's like a. It's like a. What is it? Like a flat fifth?
Like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're playing the Trent Reznor version.
Oh right. Oh
You
yeah.
got the diminished there, yeah.
See, I'm pretty sure like the same channel I just showed you has like the Johnny Cash one. That's pretty good. I wish I had that in front of me, but
I can imagine, yeah.
you know, yeah.
I like big butts.
That was I like big butts, I cannot lie.
I thought you guys might like. I came across that this week. I was looking forward to showing you guys.
Butts, I cannot lie when I'm with you.
That was a great find, by the way. That really was.
Isn't that great? You were talking earlier about the Gay Frogs. Have you heard the Gay Frogs song with Alex Jones? Have you guys heard that one?
Oh, brilliant! Fucking brilliant!
It's pretty genius.
Brilliant! Whoever did that was amazing. Yeah.
I'll play that one sometimes. But I'll save it.
Really good.
I mean, there's another one. There's another really good with another good one with Alex Jones. Have you seen the Alex Jones folk song? Have you seen that one?
I thought that was the Gay Frogs. It was very folky.
No, there's another one. Type in Alex Jones folk song.
Really?
All right.
Yeah.
That's really good. Yeah. I don't know if you see.
I thought that was the frog.
No,
one.
yeah,
I've heard it. Yeah, it's really good. I know.
like
It's
a
great.
ball.
You gotta see it.
Alex Jones for folk song.
Yeah, folk.
Rants isn't. Oh yeah, look at this. I'll pull this bad boy up. Okay, I might not be able to show the video, but I can play the audio.
Yeah.
Let's see what I can
Just
do.
see there.
System, the company store, the paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers, scum. They're on giant death factories, keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we wanna eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy weird sick stuff, man.
Wish you could see the evidence.
She sleeps in the same room with that creepy weird woman. His mother wears a hood over her head. That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. pot and the goblins are hobbling round, coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go.
We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions of pointed people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good. Oh, they're so sweet.
Oh, it's brilliant. That's brilliant.
I was watching Fox News as I
Oh,
worked
wait.
out this morning.
Oh, all right.
Quality.
That is quality. Oh, let me transition. Okay. Good
Is that
shit.
quality or what? It's
Man, that's so much time to go into that, you know? Like, it's that. That's brilliant. That's why I love artists. They do things just because. They don't do things for any other
worth it.
reason.
It's worth it. I mean,
Yeah. No, they just do things because. It's like that's you're not gonna
I don't care how long that took.
exactly. You know, it's so nice to. It's just nice to see stuff like that. You know. So, what do you guys have planned for the rest? Are you guys gonna like get back in the studio after this? Oh wait, let me turn this off. I got my.
Tonight we are.
You guys are. You guys are cutting out. Shoot.
But also incredibly funny.
We've been laughing all
We've
day.
been laughing all
This-
day
yeah,
about
it's
it, but
great.
I don't think it's the sort of thing I could put out as conspiracy music guru because it is so vulgar. But
Yeah.
it's also, so it might be a kind of an anonymous kind of track that we will see down the road. But it's funny as fuck. That's all I can say. But it's quite vulgar. It's vulgar, isn't it?
We were talking about putting a secret track to the single we made. Let it run quietly for 10 seconds, and anyone who still leaves it on, maybe this comes on.
Oh yeah, like the
Utilises
'90s on
C word
the
very
last
well.
track in the
Let's put
'90s,
it
the
that way.
CDs. Oh man, those are the days.
Yeah, but the problem is with the C word. It's so many people are so offended by that particular word. That
I
C
never
word,
understood that. It's a
you know,
beautiful
it's like,
word. I don't understand.
sometimes-
Yeah.
If it's used in the right context, absolutely, it's an incredible word. But you know, if you overuse it, then it becomes foul. But if
Right.
you're using it in the right way, like I think we're doing
Yes.
it,
And
then it's incredibly
There's a lot
funny.
of
I mean, there's a lot
positive
comedians
usage
out
for
there
the
that are not
word,
shy to
yeah.
say this word.
I can't wait to hear
We're
it.
using it in the right way.
That sounds genius.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, we've had some really good creative ideas since we've been hanging out. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
yeah.
Yeah. Been a lot of fun.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I'm just gonna look at the chat for a little bit because I haven't yet. If anybody wanted to super
Yeah,
chat, there is a link, and I think it's set up so if you whatever you type will go on. There will be an AI saying it if you want to ask these guys a question. And where is I can never find my Rockfin chat. Gotta get better at this. Here we go. All right. Brett Morgan, why is he smoking cigs? These are actually herbal smokes. And whatever. I'm a flat earther, not a virtue. I'm not here to tell you how to live. And over on the YouTube chat, what up, Mellow Dome? Good to see you. Super Sidewinder, Forbidden Science, welcome.
What's going on, man? Yeah.
Yeah,
house,
hey, Mellow
what up,
Dome's
what's
here.
Yeah.
I love Mellow Dome stuff, man. Like I'm noticing more and more
Amazing.
kind of
Amazing.
fantastic. Yeah, his vibes. I'm noticing more and more of just like I don't know the just these topics are getting. It's just like the community's like filling out some really cool spaces, you know, and people are finding their, their contribution and stuff. And
Well, we're finding our tribe, And he's one of us, isn't he? You know, he's had
100%.
he's had a, you know, we've all been through a traumatic experience,
Yeah.
and Austin is no different, you know.
Absolutely.
So we that's how we get together, because we've all had this, you know, this trauma, which we're all now bonding over, and we're all, you know, these guys are in the chat, and it's a nice little family, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. And it's like you can't just join us like easily. Like there's a, you know, a initiation process that you can't fake, and I think that's why
6 months of hell.
Yeah. Yeah, 6 months of me laying in bed going like, no, it's a ball. I mean, I'm just tripping. It's a ball. It's got to be a ball. I mean, I'll find some proof tomorrow. Everything's going to be fine.
It's a ball. 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 It's a ball.
Exactly. And it's not even the shape. It's not the shape. Let's be honest. I feel like flat earthers, like it's like we're obsessed with the shape. It's not. It's the lie. Yeah. It's like a lie this big can be perpetrated. And personally, I kind of think it's not like as devious. I honestly think it's I think like all that happened was 400 years ago, somebody wanted to feel like a special boy, and they had this really cool theory, like, you know, like a matrixy simulation that you couldn't prove, but they were like, what if? And they smoked a bong hit, and Galileo's like, well, you know, like Venus's phases are here and there's retrograde, so that means the thing we're on could also be land. And they're like, oh, whoa, that's fucking so cool, pass the bong. And then like I think like they just got into it, and like enough like science convincing arguments happened, and the church was like, I don't get it. And then they're like, well, hey, there's gravity now, and then hey, there's black holes and wormholes, and then they're like, okay. And I feel like only then, like just this last 100 years, like they figured out, oh shit, we were wrong, and it's just too deep. I honestly think it's actually that innocent, and that's my opinion. I don't think this
I think
was
the
all
heliocentric model came out from an LSD session. Like they was all sitting around getting high as fuck, and they go, you know what would sound cool? Yeah, bro, spheres. All fucking all of it. That sounds cool as fuck. Yeah, bro, fist bumping each other. Yeah, man.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, that's what it is, man. It's like
Sadly,
Matrix.
It's a lot dark. It's a lot darker than that, actually.
You think?
More of the truth of the matter.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Nicholas Copernicus was a Jesuit, so your name in all capital letters is a corporate entity that's fictional.
Yeah.
So the chick who wrote Harry Potter, right? J.K. Rowling, she wrote Harry Potter. Well, if you and I and Alex dressed up like Harry, Ron, and Hermione and went out making money, pretending we were them, she would sue us for copyright infringement. So right at the same time they put in the Gregorian calendar a fake timeline, Copernicus, the Jesuit for the Roman Catholic Church, put in a fake place, the first ball Earth universe that doesn't exist, when a new calendar that doesn't exist, a fake date, and then your last name got turned into your occupation and you got an all capital letter name. So they own the copyright to the fake fucking ball, the fake calendar, and the fake name. And so when you sign a contract, you have to date it on their fake calendar, and you're signing it in their fake ball world, and you're signing it under the fake ball name. So you're pretending that you're Harry Potter, and guess who owns the rights to that? Not you. And that's what they did. They put the whole world under a fictional matrix. If you want to know what the matrix is, that's what it is. It's the ball, the date,
straw man,
and the straw man. All three of those are the matrix because they don't exist.
Yeah.
Right.
So the whole thing's a fictional construct.
Yeah, the Jews are on a different calendar.
Yeah.
Everyone else doesn't believe in this ball universe or in another place. And they're in the wrong time, and they don't use their all caps name. That's what they did. That's the matrix. You want to know what the matrix is, and you want to know why flat Earth got taken out. It's because they knew the Earth was flat, and fictional copyright goes to a make-believe place. Just like J.K. Rowling makes up Hogwarts College. There's no such thing as Hogwarts, right? She didn't call it Harvard. She called it Hogwarts because if she called it Harvard, then it's real.
Yeah.
So she called it Hogwarts. So we're all on the Hogwarts spinning ball on the Hogwarts date using the Hogwarts name. And they own the copyright and they tax it and throw you in jail for it. And it's that dark.
Yeah.
Wow, that's simple. That's what they did.
Would that be like equivalent of Gentiles or I don't know. That's a whole rabbit hole.
It's not the Jews. And the Jews didn't do it. You're not on the Jewish calendar. You're on the Roman Catholic Gregorian calendar.
Right.
You're not. The Jews have a different timeline. That's why they don't like the Jews.
Yeah. Do you think? I mean, is it designed to be like a prison?
They blame the Jews. Jesuit.
It's the Jesuits.
It is a religion, yeah. It's no, the Jesuits work for the Catholic Church.
Oh, sorry, you cut out for a little bit. I don't know
John.
why you cut out, so I didn't hear exactly what you said.
The Knights Hospitaller. The Knights
Oh shit!
Hospitaller made the hospital.
You're saying so much gravy and it's cutting out. Like whatever you just said. Wait, just the last 30 seconds. Can you repeat that? Because you were cutting out.
I think we are.
You cut out right there, and I really want to hear what you just said. The last 30
Yeah,
seconds.
it's gone a little bit.
They're probably listening to us. They're paying attention now, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a conspiracy.
I'm like, what? I'm like, yes. Tell me more. And it's like, oh, what the hell?
The Jewish world model is a flat Earth with Sheol, the waters below, the waters above, the gates of the firmament. It's not the Catholic model. They have a flat Earth model. You're not on the Jewish calendar. You're on the Roman Catholic Julian calendar,
right?
The Gregorian calendar. That's what you're on. The Knights Hospitaller aren't Jewish. They didn't give you your all caps name. There's not a Jew on the world who gave you any of this. You're paying to the Knights Templar from Switzerland, Davos, International Bank of International Settlements, everything in the world is out of Switzerland. They're neutral in every war. Why?
Yeah.
Why don't they want to bomb Switzerland? Oh, because all their money's there.
Right.
Sweden, the Knights of St. John. Sweden's neutral in every war, but make all the weapons though for everybody. But they never get bombed. Why is that? Oh, because the Knights of St. John, those aren't Jews. Knights Templar aren't Jews. Right. They want you to think they put Jews in front. So they're like, we'd never do that.
That's what I thought. It seems like a scapegoat. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, they want you to think it's the Jews because then you can take all the Jews out you want. You can take all of them out right now. You'll still have the same problem. They don't control the New World Order.
Right, yeah. No, that makes sense.
The Swiss Templar and the black nobility behind the Vatican do. So you can kill all the Jews you want. If you're hating Jews right now.
Oh, no, I'm not. I don't want to do any of that. Oh, my God. No.
I'm not saying you have to be like people out there listening. Like,
I gotcha.
If you want to get rid of all the Jews because it's the Jews, they want you to because they're like, yeah, we want to get rid of them too. That's why we had fucking our agent put them all in one country right now. That's why we signed the Balfour Declaration. We had to round them all up. Now we know 90% of them are in Israel, which got 6 jabs. God's chosen people got 6 jabs and everyone else got 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Remember when they let Bernie Sanders become the Democratic nomination? No, they didn't.
No.
They didn't let that Jew become, they gave it to a papal witch, Hillary Clinton. Why? Mm-hmm. Bernie Sanders was talking to 60,000 people in stadiums.
Yeah.
And she was talking to 400. Exactly. And she won, a papal witch.
Yeah.
Because the Jews are in charge, right?
I know. And Bernie was talking about the banks, which I thought that was bad. I mean, he actually kind of helped a little bit, like on a very PG, like level. Like he was like on that chain of like, Alex Jones and stuff. The fact that he talked about the banks like helped me kind of looked into that stuff, and
they won't let him. Every U.S. president has been related to King Charlemagne. And 90 of them have been related to also King Edward III and everyone they ran against. So all the presidents who got into office, the one they ran against were also related to Charlemagne or King Edward III.
Everyone but Van Buren and Trump is what I've heard is that Trump and Van Buren were not.
Trump was bragging. No, Trump was bragging how he put one of his floors of his tower gold for Uncle Charlemagne.
Interesting.
He said, I made one of my whole towers, one of my floors gold because of Uncle Charlemagne.
It's the best.
He was bragging about it.
Oh, God.
He has also relations to Edward III. And Hillary had to both too, but it always turns out no matter which one wins, the one who has the most blood relations to one or both wins every time. Huh. And Hillary had both. And Bernie Sanders, the Jew, had none. Which is why he didn't win the Democratic nomination selection.
One big club.
Yeah, one big club, and he's not in it either.
I think it's so weird that people even like think it's real. Like seeing people now going like, I'm voting for Trump. I'm like, do you not remember what happened 4 years ago? How does anybody think any of this Like
that whole narrative is about to happen again because like Robert Kennedy, right? He's running for president. So you're going to get that whole
Trump will win that.
Yeah, you think so?
Well, he'll be selected.
Okay, I will put money down now that I think Robert. It will be such a surprise if Robert Kennedy wins that. I think
going Kennedy. I'm going
Kennedy. Yeah, because
they're both Jesuits, both of them.
It's all theatre. Yeah. But what a fucking shock! I mean, everyone was so shocked when Trump got in. Everyone was like, "It's Hillary." But it's like it's another little curveball, and everyone's going to get behind Kennedy because they think he's a truther, like they thought Trump was, and it's all a fucking show.
Both Jesuits.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Biden's a Jesuit. I don't even think it's Joe Biden. Actually, I don't know who that fucking guy is.
What? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's another conversation. That's another show.
That's a whole nother one. Yeah. That's funny, man. I don't know. The Trump brought out the worst in the left, and I don't know if I can handle another 4 years of them just foaming at the mouth, talking about Trump like he's some ex-girlfriend that they need to like bitch about forever. It's like, oh my god. I mean, I'm not like I don't have like a dog in that fight, but like I'm like, man, they really hate Trump, but they won't stop talking about him. And so I don't know.
Yeah, that's the point. And remember, they didn't make. He's the first U.S. president besides Carter who didn't bomb anyone, right?
Right.
Remember, he was making peace with North Korea and Putin, right? And he didn't bomb anyone. So they set him up, and then they were like, all this shit with like, he's peeing on Russian hookers. They made it blatant.
Yeah, it's all personal attacks. Yeah.
Publicly. So they made him look like a good guy. So his job now is they'll select him. This is what I think. They'll select him, and now the whole world's out against Israel. And I'll be careful if we're on YouTube right now.
Yep,
it's obvious Israel committing the G word. Both side.
It's pretty obvious. Yeah, I know.
A lot like genocide. Everywhere.
Right. Did you? Oh, well, wait. Were you the one that did the COVID?
Rounded up the massive neighbor countries of Arabs. And Trump's going to go, I'm a man. He's going to back out. He's going to go, I'm a man of the people. They don't want war. And they set him up for 4 years to make him look like he doesn't like war because they made him like a non-warrior. So he's going to pull out. The only reason the Arabs haven't retaliated for Palestine is because the U.S. But as soon as Trump's in there, he's going to back out like Homer Simpson going into the bush.
You think so?
He's going to leave him hanging, and the Arabs are going to go, we're going to die. And that's the end of Israel. They're done, man. That's all the Jews gone. The final solution. See you later.
Yeah.
Final solution right there. It's coming in the air. And Trump's going to do it for him.
I think I'm going to answer your question now. I think you was about to ask Steve, was he responsible for that song? It's beginning to look a lot like genocide.
Well,
Ross was. Yeah.
I was going to ask you. I remember during the lockdowns, there was a brilliant video. It was like a Christmas.
Did you see the coronation when they were playing it on the street?
What?
There was a video. Ross, the other Spacebuster, made that. He made a Christmas song because
like sanitizers coming. That was genius. That was
we had that one, but then Ross did. It's beginning to look a lot like genocide.
Right. Yeah.
King Charles' coronation. Charles was becoming king, and the guys in Kensington, London, who were setting up the sound system, blasting down the whole street for the coronation, put that song on for the sound check.
Oh my god!
Blasted it at full volume down 5 blocks. It's beginning to look fucking crazy.
Imagine waking up to that, like having no context. Like I would be fucking scared. I'd be like, "What just happened? Is that what Sea Germans do before they attack us?" You know.
That was crazy, man. We got someone sent us the video. We're like, "Holy,
that's
shit,
incredible! That's activism, right? That's musical activism, right there, right?
Yeah, like you're saying, you made that kind of reach where the sound guys are like, "Fuck this."
Yeah, exactly. It's lovely when you hear them little stories that your song was played at this event and that event.
Yeah,
like, that's why you fucking do it, right?
That's why you do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right on. Well,
crazy shit, man. Crazy.
I feel like this was probably I can't wait to actually rewatch this. I'm gonna probably put out a bunch of little clips because we talked about a lot of pretty much. I'm trying to think of anything we've left out that would be a good.
What else? Yeah.
Like what else we got? We talked about the Jesuits, the banks. Well, actually, we haven't really talked so much about
the Jesuits.
That was adorable.
Like that. We don't have any more.
He's got another idea for a hook for a song called "We Need to Talk About the Jesuits." It's really catchy. He's not written the verses and shit like that, but the chorus is just like, "We need to talk about the Jesuits." We need. It's like it's catchy
good,
as
man,
fuck.
yeah.
What are you rhyming with
Yeah.
Jesuits? What's a good? What would be the go-to rhyme?
He's going with presidents at the
Ah,
moment.
nice. That's a
We got
good one.
president.
Yeah,
We got
yeah.
president.
That's perfect.
We got bank. Doesn't rhyme with
So
anything.
what he's doing is we need to talk about the Jesuits.
They run the banks and now the president.
They run the banks and all the presidents.
And then there's more, but we can't remember because it was an old demo. I don't know.
Yeah, but we'll work on that. We'll work on that.
Next time.
Oh
Yeah.
man, yeah. Man, I can't wait to hear that. Well, and the germ stuff really quick because I know that's your main thing. I just want to say that I've watched tons of your videos, definitely during the lockdowns. They were really, I was looking for answers, and you were right there. I'm like, this makes sense. Really well done, man. Like extremely detailed. I don't know how you
Did
had
it
the
turn
time.
you or convince you? Did it?
Yeah, I
Are
mean,
you
it could.
afraid of germs anymore?
No, and honestly, it makes perfect sense that I mean, if I sneeze or if I yawn and somebody else yawns, that's not like a germ that popped out of me and made them yawn, or
Exactly,
laughter, And I talked to Andrew Kaufman about this once when I was on a stream with Rose, and he he thought I was right. I'm like, if girls' periods can sync up, there's something else besides germs that are suggesting things. Obviously, I don't know what it is, but I definitely don't think I can't prove germs. And I gotta wash my hands. But do people actually believe that there's these microscopic little guys going? Arr? That's what
It goes deeper. It goes deeper. Have you looked into the vitamins and supplements conspircy at all?
Oh no, I haven't.
Vitamins
I gotta throw my vitamins out, don't I? I gotta throw them out. Fuck.
Oh hell yes.
Oh.
Hell yes.
All right.
Yeah.
When you look into that fucking rabbit hole,
It's gone. It's done. It's gone. Going down the toilet
It's
right now.
Vitaminology, right? It's the same as virology.
Same
It's fuck-
shit. Same.
it's
Really?
suicide, bro. The way they isolate a vitamin, but they start by adding a bunch of shit first, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, you can't find a vitamin in nature. You try to go to research how they isolated a vitamin because we all know that that oranges have vitamin C, right?
Right? Do they? Yeah. All right.
Right? Do they?
What is vitamin C?
What's
Anyway.
the process of isolating a vitamin from a fucking?
Oh shit! Now you're.
That's
Oh my
exactly-
god! I see where you're going with
Good
this.
question, yeah.
That's
I
exactly.
never even questioned this shit.
Dude,
I'm just
that's a
like,
deep one.
fuck.
That's another one. That's another story.
It's
That's
like
another
there
story.
are no vitamins. That's where this is going.
No,
There's no proof there are.
I
no
mean,
vitamins and stuff.
allegedly, or who? Oh
Big
my
pharma.
god! Oh my god!
They're selling me petrochemicals and
because they're playing the two wings, right? Oh, you don't want our traditional allopathic Rockefeller fucking funded shit. Okay. Oh, your alternative.
take these.
Take these instead.
Yeah.
You're gonna have these vitamins and supplements.
Yeah,
right?
you're gonna need
It's the same
B12.
with a different
Oh my
name.
god!
Yeah, same chemical with a different name.
Oh my
Dude,
god!
that's a deep one. I woke up to that about a month ago. I was like, oh no,
Oh,
no
my.
vitamins as well.
Oh my god, that makes perfect sense. Well, I will what is it about fish oil? I noticed
Oh,
a
by the way,
difference
let-
with
let-
that, but
Sorry, let
Oh.
me just say, if anybody wants to look deeper into that rabbit hole,
Yeah.
Daniel Reuters, is he on Facebook and Telegram?
All of it. Yeah, it's Daniel
Yeah.
Reuters. Yeah.
If you want to look into the vitamin and supplement conspiracy, or the truth, then Daniel Reuters
And
is
if you want a record,
Daniel-
452 hertz healing frequencies.
Yeah, I'm your man. If you want some healing music, man, I'm your man. But sorry, I cut you off, man. Sorry,
No.
go ahead.
oh no, you please give the source because I'm pretty sure that's what I'm gonna be doing as soon as we're done with this. Is I'm gonna go down that rabbit hole and. Because I'm really interested now. I mean, it's one thing if vitamins, the way they went about them are bad. Same with sugar, extracting it. I could see, oh, okay, processed sugar is bad. But if you were no, sugar doesn't exist, then I'd be like, so you're.
We got Mike Wilkerson in the house. Stellium 7. Get over here.
Stellium
Steven.
7's just turned up.
Mike
Oh, nice.
Wilkerson, Stellium 7 in the house. Where are you? Get over here, man.
Just say hello.
Come behind the two of us in the middle.
What's up, man?
Yeah.
Hey, what's
Sorry
up?
about that.
Welcome. Yeah.
Yeah, next time we can do the vitamins deeper.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
the vitamins is the Crumb's aware of your work. He told me he looked into the Mongo stuff, the mountain stuff, and he's like, he's
Oh,
way
the
on board
Titans
with it,
one.
right?
No, Dave Weiss recommended it like a few years back, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna lie, like I almost gave up in the beginning. I was like, I don't know, but then like something grabbed me around episode 3, and I'm just. And that might be
yeah,
like the most gravy. Like
Mike always says, like, if you want to look at, don't see video. Video 1 is just an introduction to the subject.
Yeah.
You know, then video 2 is like, oh, that's a little bit more good. But as the series progresses, it's like it gets to the point of no return.
I roll that, by the way.
Yeah,
it
no,
changes your
the cochlea on the
paradigm,
ear
changes your
thing.
landscape.
I know it's too much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
We're going up tomorrow. Well, I'm going to try to get up to the eye. It's bigger than I thought. I've seen it on video, but when you get here, this fucker is huge, man. I was like, is it that big?
It's way bigger than
So he's going to try to take me up to the eye, and I'm not sure I can make my fat ass up there, but I'm going to go.
It's huge. It's huge.
It's
I mean,
really big.
I think it's
real
almost a kilometer high. Is that
Yeah.
right? Something like that.
For those in the chat
And
or who don't
allegedly,
know,
it's on its belly. So if this thing were standing up in ancient times, it would actually be about 3 kilometers high if you took the rest, because the head of an elephant's on the top third.
Yeah.
So if this fucking thing was standing up alive, it would have been 3 kilometers high. This thing's huge.
wow.
When I got here, it's way bigger than I thought just by seeing the videos. Way bigger. You know?
What's the name of that
We drove our
mountain?
car up over its tail.
Yeah,
Montgo.
Montgo, Montgo, yeah, Montgo in Spain.
Yeah.
It's a colossal thing, isn't it? Really, but when
Massive.
he's done the the anatomical research.
holy cow. Well, I'm gonna pull up a picture really quick for just
on
to
it, and when
show.
you get to 56, let's say a mammoth or whatever.
Definitely.
Let's not label it an elephant or it's something. You know, it's fucking. I mean, it has an ear. I mean, it's ridiculous the anatomical correlation. So it's like
Definitely a coincidence. 56 coincidences make a coincidence.
There's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
many coincidences. Yeah, so
First video I
it was
did,
it's incredible work that you did. So big fan, man. Let me see if I can pull up really quick this. Yeah, there it is.
Well, the first video, I mean, you can practically skip the first one because it's just an overview of the idea.
Yeah.
And,
So this
the
mountain
second
right
through
here-
6th are the ones where
what am I? Oh, I'd have
Yep.
to.
yeah, we see a bit of it.
that's the
You can
Jenny
see a
side.
little
That's-
bit.
is that
of
the trunk
it.
coming
That's
down?
from
About
side.
there.
Well,
There we go.
That's the other. That's looking at the tail end.
Okay.
Yeah, that's you're looking at his ass.
There's a
I'm
bunch
looking-
of people that have been looking at it. And they're like, it almost looks like there's a smaller elephant behind it.
Might be.
It
Actually.
might, because they travel, they've got their,
Impact
their
being
youth
herds,
and they
yeah.
have.
That's not a great angle, but if you've got one
Right.
of the eye and the actual like a profile of it.
Let me see
Yeah.
if I can find a better
What's
one.
crazy is just around, because elephants they travel in packs. And Alex was showing me, and again, this is just looking. We haven't looked at any of it. Mike definitely hasn't. It looks like there are some other elephants in the area.
And they're that big.
Yeah.
It looks like there were a herd of. It looks like, and I'm not saying there were a herd of giant Titan elephants having a drink out of the sea, and something bad happened and wiped them out. There are other elephants around here, not just.
I'm convinced. Yeah, I'm convinced of it. It's an incredible area of research.
There's more. No one's looked. Mike's the only one who's even looked really at any of these inside out.
Yeah, the inside stuff is mind blowing.
But
For
there are-
everybody that doesn't know, like this mountain used to be
The other ones,
an
right?
elephant.
Crazy,
Move
but
forward for a second.
Oh, let me see if I can. Oh wow.
again,
Yeah, I don't want to mess that up.
it's fucking nuts. Yeah.
Let's see. I think I found the right side.
Sorry, just
here.
rearrange this, man.
Say hello. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Oh, man. How's everyone doing in the
Oh, yeah.
chat?
Oh, right. Yes, the chat. Yeah, they're usually pretty good. This picture I'm trying to pull up here, but it's, I don't know. I'm going to give up. But you guys, yeah, if you want some really good gravy, check
Go to
out
my channel.
Stellium. Yeah.
There's a 90-second preview. If you go to my chat, if you just search for Unveiling a Titan 90.
Well, the thing
You'll
is,
probably- you'll probably
your
pull it up.
work can't be summed up in 90 seconds. You can't telling people to watch a 90-second video. Yeah, that's great, but for those people that would be attracted to a 90-second video are not your audience. They need to fucking sit down with some bread and some water and fucking dedicate a bit of fucking time and do a bit of research and finally learn some shit.
Gen Z probably doesn't have the patience. You have to be somebody who likes a long podcast and stuff.
I'm not known for short stories.
Yeah, Mike is not great at. Ask David Weiss. Mike is not good at summarizing. He needs 4 or 5 hours, and this stuff does.
This needs that. No, you need that.
Fucking hours, right?
Yeah,
of course. Yeah.
Oh, that's wild.
So
man.
if you dedicate some time to Mike's work, it will shatter some paradigms. There's a lot of we're just breaking down those barriers of all the shit that we've been told about virology, geology, biology, every fucking ology is a fucking joke, right, isn't it? So it's like so his work absolutely.
I just made my own ology. I called
it
biogeology.
Well, that's what's so beautiful about everything is that I'm not in a rush to find out the answers, but I love knowing that there's room to to ponder. And right now, that if science is blatantly and provably bullshit in so many ways, that allows me to kind of wonder like a kid again. And I'm not take in everything, but consider things. And it's a beautiful way of looking at the world. It cures depression.
You're a child again. You're a child. You're using that childlike, that inquisitiveness. Yeah, because I've only been looking into this stuff for 10 years, or whatever. So I feel like I'm a 10-year-old child because it's just like I finally got the ability to critically think 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still this excited child. So it's like, this is so exciting, and then that flow, that was like, wow, you're starting to see the wonderment of where we are. Where we never questioned that we was all fucking zombies and NPCs walking through this realms like fucking lost. And now we're like, we're children. Like this is wonderful. Like that's where we are. We're in a state of wonderment at the moment.
It's beautiful, and it happened kind of collectively, 2012-ish. Something definitely happened, even though people saw things before. But I feel like the '90s, everybody was on autopilot or something. And so being
this Ferrari.
No, I mean, but we got to kind of right in the middle, have half of our lives like one in the pool, one off, one out. It's just it's a once in a lifetime experience to live for me 35 years. Oh, it's a spinning ball. Oh, then in the second half, oh, it's not. What? That's not normal. That's not a normal human experience. It's not like my dad's I remember when I was your age and I had to discover that the earth was flat. You'll get through this, son. No, this is a fucking once in a generation mind fuck, or and a lot of these truths are, and for us to have the mindset, the strength psychologically to handle this is such it's like going to the gym. My brain's just pumping iron all the time, and so it's cool. I gotta appreciate the times that it is, right now. And
it's a mental workout, and it is a mental workout, isn't it? It challenges you. I love it.
I love it too.
One thing that people like us have looked into, one thing we've all come to a common understanding is we know fuck all.
Yeah.
We know fuck all, right? And that's a great standpoint to be.
Great starting point.
Yeah. Sure. Really, to start again and unlearn what you have learned, right?
Yeah. That's a song right there. We don't know shit. We don't know squat. You think you know the answers, but you just know fuck all. We don't.
That's true, though. That's a great song.
That would be a good we are the world kind of a thing. We don't know shit. Don't know a fucking fact. We don't know shit.
I'm doing fuck off.
I can hear a fucking gospel choir.
Mm.
You know, fuck off.
There are people out there that think that they know. That's that would be great, man. This is
no, fuck off.
yeah, and I think this is my
Actually,
favorite little
that's the
part,
deal
like
for
part of
Michael
the
Jackson.
truth community is like combining creativity with it. It opens up so much. We need more truther music, I think. You know, that's not rap. There's too much rap. It's always just rap.
Totally, mate.
Yeah, you know, and it's just nice to
Yeah,
hear.
that's the only genre I see that's making conscious music. Like it's like
Raps,
there's
yeah.
conscious rap and conscious hip hop, which I dig, of course.
I dig
because
it
the lyrical
too, but-
Content is great.
Yeah.
But you know, but where is the fucking conscious jazz? Where's the conscious blues? Where's the conscious pop? Where's the conscious classical? Where's the conscious?
Yeah.
You know, name your fucking genre. Where
It's
is
not
it?
there,
Where the
yeah.
fuck is it? You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where the
totally not.
fuck was Rage Against the Machine during the lockdowns? That what a letdown. Are you
They were
kidding me?
taking dabs. You had to get a dab to go to their concerts.
Yeah,
They wouldn't let you
exactly.
into their concerts without a dab. Rage Against
Can
the
you
Machine.
believe
You're like,
that?
come on, man.
When
Rage
the
on
Kaiser
behalf
Chiefs
of the
were-
machine.
the lead singer of the Kaiser Chiefs was standing in front of the audience and going, "Who's had Pfizer? Who's had Moderna?" They're like
I
doing a crowd like an audience like
Jeez.
doing.
Kaiser Chiefs.
I was walking with a guy down the road in Mexico, and I was walking with a guy down the road in Mexico, and he was telling me he's a musician,
shit.
and he was really disappointed by all the rock stars, you know, during the whole pandemic, and I was like, "There's a song you should hear. It's called Ain't No Rock and Roll, and it's just awesome, you know." And he started laughing because he's like, "I wrote that song."
Yeah. You haven't seen who wrote it.
It was Brad.
He's
Brad's
like, heard it,
sisters,
yeah.
five times.
It's
on
like,
it.
yeah, I kind of know that song
He was
actually.
playing it.
Ain't no
acapella,
rock and roll.
yeah.
Yeah.
But more people like he's got. I looked at his stuff when you told me about that story. I looked at his stuff. He's doing great stuff and great
Really good,
conscious
yeah.
music. But where
Oh, and
where are the
amazing.
fucking where are the anti-establishment fucking music?
Van Morrison
Yeah,
did.
establishment is
Right.
fuck.
You guys
Where are
man.
we? We're it. We're the
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah,
we're
that's it.
So what the fuck?
Well, you have to like
Yeah.
you have
Yeah,
to like
this is
kind of
what-
like play ball to like, you know, for the most part with music, and so it's, you know, like it's just how it works. It's not something one person can really do. It's very hard. Like what you do, like to do it all, you have to kind of do it all yourself, and it's just like a lot of people aren't like well rounded enough to like, you know, do all the work for like that is required to do this. You need like help, you know, and so
Yeah.
it's tough, you know, and
Yeah, I mean, I'm very, very disappointed with the music industry because what they do is they just put their puppets in front of the stage who aren't really that talented. I mean, show me a musician or show me a star that actually wrote their own music, actually produced it, played fucking instruments, and did the engineering and everything that's involved in making a song. Show me an artist that does that. They don't seem to fucking exist, let alone the ones in the truther community are actually trying to fucking get a message out. You know, so it's very frustrating when you see these people elevated to such stardom when you realize it's probably just Tavistokian and they're control puppets and they're really talentless pricks, but they're put before you and everybody idolizes. They do the idol worship, and it's like so frustrating for someone like me who's really fucking genuinely got some abilities and a fucking message to say. And it can't be heard because censorship and, you know, taboo and all these other things. So it fucking drives me wild, but it infuriates me, but it drives me at the same time, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what fuels you is that like, well, I'll show them. And that's honestly like you especially have like, you got to pat yourself on the back for how much you've like, you know, have done this. And honestly, like had you experienced like fame on that like traditional level, like earlier, it probably wouldn't have worked. Like your, you know, your path like only really makes sense, you know, kind of past the whole like superficialness of like the music industry and like, you know, like the youthful like looks and all that stuff in your 20s. Like I'm kind of glad that I got out of that too, and that to be marketed like that, like that's just not how it works. Like if you're gonna talk about real shit, like you need to be free of all that. I mean, we're making audible art, not visual art, you know, and you know, that's what it.
I really hope one day that people will appreciate the creativity that goes into this movement, because there's a lot of it, you know. And when you look at that kind of and what people are capable of, then you can no longer question their fucking sanity. Like these people are incredibly smart, right? So why are they questioning the heliocentric model? So that leads to more questions, right?
Yeah. No, I mean,
Alex
it's like,
does visual art pretty well as well.
yeah.
I'm trying over here, you know. I'm trying But I, you know, it's very hard to be an independent musician in general. Just to be independent, just to sing fucking love songs and breakup songs. That's hard. But then add an independent musician who's singing about conspiracies, flat Earth, and exposing it. You got no fucking chance.
But there's a niche though, which is great.
Well, it's a growing market, which is you know, and I'm hoping for that. You know, like where actually the message gets out there, and you know, you get the real pat on the back and the recognition that this stuff that I feel I'm doing deserves.
Yeah,
you know. So
no, you were like a pioneer. You were like doing blues before blues was a thing, and like you know, people will know what you're doing way later on, but like. You know, like I'm sure like Robert Johnson or like, you know, they didn't get the recognition they deserved then. But like you doing those Flat Earth songs like in 2016 and 17, it just blew my mind. I'm like, I felt like I was like, I'm like, wow, did I just wake up in like the future? What's going on? Like, you know, and like you just seemed like on this whole other level of like, how is this even a thing? And you're right, it is a growing market, which is nice.
That's kind of cool that he turned you on to an older, like woke up a new generation pretty
Big
much.
time.
That's cool. I mean, again, it's just me putting my thoughts into music and hiding behind the character to get my message. People might say I was being brave at that point, but I wasn't. I was hiding. I was hiding.
No, you were being brave.
Like, let's put on glasses and then know what. Then if my family sees this, then I can just put it down. It's just comedy, just satire. Don't worry about it.
That was genius. That's what you had to do. If you came out as Alex Michael,
will actually see.
Yeah. No, that was the right way to do it. That was the most effective way to do it. It wasn't cowardly at all. It was intelligent and like, you know, like just a smart way to do it. If you had to come out and like be like you, then you would have had, that would have been really, really. They would have torn you down. That wouldn't have worked. Just like if Steve here made that a huge focal point on his points, it's like, you know, it could go the wrong way, you know. So that was brilliant. And, you know, I don't know. I'm looking forward to the future with a lot of this truth stuff. It seems like it's a renaissance.
That's why we need more of that. That's why we need more. Yeah. We need more people being creative. I don't think we need more people being creative and humorous with it as well. Because I found that comedy and humor, if you're having a laugh and a joke about it, that travels further. Because if you want to wake up your significant other or your siblings or whatever, send them a 5-minute music video that sows a few seeds. Don't send them a 2-hour fucking Eric Dubé 200 proofs. Right. You know what I mean? People haven't got the fucking time or the consciousness or the attention span.
I know.
5-minute song with a little, here's some fucking harnesses on the ISS. Right, there's a question mark there. That's all you need. That's what got me into it, seeing those harnesses on the ISS. I'm like, what the fuck is that? That's why are they? Why? Hold on, that's wrrong.
Yeah.
And seeing that made me it's those little things, those little visual clues and a catchy chorus and that. That's really good activism. I wish more people were doing it, but also comedically was my point. To do it all serious, like you're ramming that message down people's throats again, and people don't want that. If you do it with a little laugh and a joke and a skipping a step and a catchy chorus, that can be way more effective than anything I've ever seen.
Big time. Yeah, I never got one bad comment on my AC/DC one, and that was like, and there was like lefties, like people that were for it. Thank you. Yeah, I obsessed like how to like
love Pfizer stock.
Thank you.
You baby, Pfizer stock. That was amazing.
You know who encouraged
Mark Twain?
What?
Yeah, Mark Twain, Oscar Wilde, and George Carlin all said, "If you're gonna tell the truth, you better make people laugh. Otherwise, they'll kill you."
It's so true.
They've all shared the quote. It's true.
That's a t-shirt right there, mate. I love that.
It is, right? Like, if you don't make people laugh, they're going to kill you because they're going to hate you.
Yeah.
They always add harm and they shoot the messenger. They love shooting.
It needs to be delivered comedically. It needs to be delivered with a sense of humor. I've learned that, and I really want to go back to doing that sort of stuff. I think we all should be doing things with a little bit more humorous.
It's the same with the court jester. He was the only guy who was allowed to take the piss out of the king, right? He's the only guy who could get away with it. And there's a famous story about the one he made a joke about how horrible the queen looked, so bad that the king executed him. And the king said to the jester, "Because you're my favorite jester, how do you want to die?" And he said, "Of old age."
Brilliant. That's brilliant.
Which is funny, and the king let him live.
Yeah,
because that was fucking funny.
No,
You know what I mean? So he didn't kill him.
I've used
He was
comedy
gonna
to get out of
execute him.
like tough situations, even like if like at bars and stuff. Like it's better than like knowing how to fight. Sometimes it's just having a good sense of humor. You know, like you can just find a ways to just to like, I don't know, and you know, and so yeah, it's very true. I came out with a video recently, a flat Earth drug, and it was kind of like a comedic approach. I don't know. Have you seen this? You happen to see this by any chance?
No, I don't know.
Can I play? I'm gonna play. It's a minute long here. It's called Flatterall.
Come on, yeah, let's see it.
Okay, here we go.
Are you experiencing signs of discomfort or irritability while watching NASA and space news? Have you noticed your sense of reality becoming more and more blatantly and obviously shattered? Do you find your cognitive dissonance increasing more and more as you live life post-pandemic? Are you struggling to maintain relationships with friends, colleagues, and loved ones? Well, now there's Flatterall. Flatterall has been tested and proven to help aid in the awakening of the collective consciousness. Flatterall can help you decipher the truth from the lies that we were all taught. Flatterall can help cure symptoms of chronic appealing to authority, systemic brainwashing, excessive need for conformity, NASA fanboy syndrome, delusional belief of the moon landing, and diarrhea. Talk to your doctor today and see if waking the f*** up is right for you. Side effects may include losing your family, losing your job, losing your mind, questioning your sanity, questioning your gullibility, questioning literally everything in your life, and diarrhea.
All right, so yeah. Yeah, thank you, yeah. Because so yeah, you know, those are little sparks of like ideas that have just been so out there. I'm like, fuck, how do you?
I'm talking about that right there. That is fucking brilliant.
Thank you, yeah. I don't know where these ideas come from. It's like these things happen like in an afternoon where I'm like, I just wrote that like. Psh, and the ones that I dwell on forever like are not that good. So you know,
diarrhea.
Yeah.
And the moon landing. Diarrhea.
Yeah, you know, because it's funny, and this kind of stuff like helps people feel comfortable with it. You know, if we're at a place where we can like laugh at it, then now it's not so taboo, and it's just it's you know it's good for the soul, in my opinion, man. You know, like. Because it was so scary in the beginning with some of this stuff, and it just, you know, there wasn't much content besides really doom and gloom kind of stuff besides Alex here. Like honestly, like everything was just like Math Powerland or even the rap was like scary rap. It's like everybody's lying to you, don't you fucking know it? It's like
Illuminati. Illuminati.
Yeah.
$1 bill with the opening eye. Illuminati.
Right.
It's like whoa.
It's like this is. I mean, I get it, I like it, but it's like scary, you know. And so I don't know.
No, it should be like this. It should be fun. It should be cool. It should be. That's what you just played there is fucking genius. Those little things are just brilliant. I think that travels a lot further than, like I said before, like any 2-hour documentary from Eric Dubay. You know.
Yeah.
I think that's what the creative community should be focusing on. Those kind of short format videos that are just put a point across. Which did brilliantly.
And stuff that doesn't trigger people that haven't seen it yet. Because I feel like, you know, like. If you're not a flat earther, you could watch that, and because it's like making fun of myself as well, like, oh, you're gonna lose your family, lose your friends, like it's kind of funny. So I feel like it's something that wouldn't trigger, you know,
because it's true. It's funny because it's true. Right?
Exactly. But yeah, it's just like it's something that just allows it to go there without like, you know, making people go up and put their guards up. Because once the guards are up, it's.
You definitely inspired me to do more comedic stuff. I mean, I'm working on my True Solfeggio 2 album. Like, it's a real chilled album. I can't wait to release that, but a little cheeky plug for that. But once that's done, which will be released on the 7th of the 7th, after that, I really want to get into some more funny stuff and start being a bit of a comic again, you know, because it's funny. The medicine goes down so much nicer when there's a laugh and a joke there, right? When
you wrote songs that made me want to take my life.
No, I mean, putting it across that way is funny as fuck.
If you're good at it, if you got that in you, definitely do it, because you can't fake comedy. You know, like a laughter is like, it's not something you can fake. I could fake like, you know, a lot of things. People do it all the time. They fake like they give a shit. But like, you know what, like if you're laughing and you're trying hard to like hold it in, it's an involuntary response. So there's something honest about comedy. You know, like you can't just tell someone something's funny. It's like it either is it or it isn't. And if it's funny, like it's truth. It's not like.
But it has to be funny to you, though. I mean, I wouldn't put out a song that I wasn't, you know, comfortable with musically, and I wouldn't put anything out comedically if it was. It has to be funny to me. It has to sound great to me before. If I get to the point where I'm like, I get goosebumps in the studio and that sounds great, then I put it out. If I make something that makes me laugh, I'm not trying to make people laugh. I want to make me laugh. This is my therapy session. That's what it is, and it just so happens that so many people are on the same page as me that they fucking get it. That's a beautiful thing. Don't make stuff for other people. Make it for you, you know.
You're an artist. The artists do that. And people want to see what you would make for yourself. Nobody wants to see somebody trying to make something for them. That's when that's when it gets watered down. And it, you know, that's why people's second and third albums, once they get signed, like start to kind of get like shitty because they're like constant. No, I'm huge now. And like, so then like they're trying so hard to like, to be, what do they like about my first album? You know, but like, and then, you know, the company's just
trying to overanalyze every fucking thing. And what a state to be in, to try and to do what the people want. Maybe they want this. Maybe they want, they like this. They like that track.
Right.
Maybe I should do more songs like this. No, fuck that. Do you?
Yeah, you know, and ultimately, that's the best art. Yeah.
David always said that. He said, "Don't make it for them, make it for you."
Fuck yeah, absolutely.
Rick Rubin said that too. He said that's the only way to do it. Yeah.
It's authentic.
Yeah, especially nowadays with AI. Like honestly, the more authentic you can be, like I think there's more value to that. Like just showing vulnerability, showing like just being real. And, you know, I'll never have a YouTube thing where I'm like, hey, what's up, YouTube? Make sure you smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. And like, I'm not gonna do that. But like, so many people do. And to me, I think the real value is just like, I'm just a human being.
It's awful.
Here.
It's not awful.
Yeah.
Like, every time I hear that, isn't that awful? Like, make sure you hit the like and subscribe, and if you want to be notified of future, hit that notification. Oh, fuck off!
It's like fuck. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna make sure I'll not do it. But apparently it works. I don't know. People do it. I don't know. So anyways, by the way, if anybody's listening, smash that like button. Well, shit. Well, I think that's pretty good, man. I think it's a pretty solid set, man. I can't believe I got you guys for a little over 2 hours. Is there anything else you guys want to kind of go over, anything, or plug?
Yeah, make sure you smash that like button.
There you go. Smash it.
Smash it.
Smash it. Hit that bell.
Fuck YouTube.
No, it's nice to be back on.
Thank you for inviting us. It's great.
Oh man,
this fun. We've been looking forward to all day.
This was so fun, man. I'd love to do this again sometimes as well. Like these hangs are great. And I appreciate Alex. Thanks for setting it up or like proposing a time and to do this. This is perfect. And yeah, man. I should have. I think all the links. I have links to stuff in the descriptions. If you guys to obviously to your channels and to your newest album, Alex and Stellium. I don't have yours in there, but please check out Stellium 7, especially that Unveiling a Titan one, if you guys really want your complete mind actual turning into gravy. And I'm pretty sure you will.
Yeah, that'll fuck you up. That'll fuck you up for a while. He's responsible for fucking my life. I cannot walk out. I live in Spain, and the landscape here is beautiful. It's so hilly and mountainous. And now I look and I'm like, because of Mike. That's not a fucking
That's
mountain.
a fucking dead elephant.
Damn, you fucked my whole landscape up, bro.
Yeah, no, the three of you fucking guys like fucked me up right here. I'm talking to like the perpetrators of like mind jelly right now. This is great. But
but definitely look into the old vitamins and the
shit. No, literally
supplements.
the second I hit finish live, I'm rushing to that. Wait, who did
That
you
blew
say?
my mind.
Who did
So
you say to
obvious
check
now.
out? Like what channel? Who's doing the vitamins? What's the guy's name?
Daniel Reuters.
Daniel Reuters, ROYTAS. Daniel.
All
Daniel
right,
Reuters.
all right, yeah. No, I need to get to the bottom of that
Yeah,
ASAP.
he's done some good stuff.
Right on, guys.
Yeah, but thanks, man. It's been really cool, man. I've enjoyed hanging with you, man. And,
I love it, man.
Till next time.
All right, Ron. Take care, guys. And you guys are gonna go in the studio after this, right? So we're gonna hear a song.
We're in now.
Well, I mean, you guys are gonna write that. You're gonna record that song soon, right? For because we're all gonna want to hear it.
The gravy bunch.
There you
the
go.
Gravy bunch.
Please, yeah. That's the way.
Gravy bunch.
Ow! All right, all right, guys. I'm gonna cut it here. Great stream.